Good morning, Soldier Boy here. Welcome back to Marvel Midnight Suns for live stream number 3 as we continue our journey through the game. Good morning, I hope your week is going well. We're back this morning for 3.5 hours as we continue to explore this game and see what it has to offer. Massive thank you to those who joined us last night for live stream number 2. We didn't 2 hours isn't enough to really get into things. We managed to get a bit done. We did our first ever Bloodgate. We also did a really good fight. No major bosses, but it was a good fight to achieve the artifact and stop a helicopter from taking off. The thing we learned about mainly last night was the fight rating. So it doesn't really explain to you what is a good rating. We got a couple of 1 stars and a 2 stars. We've not had a 3 star yet. And last night we focused on the objective more than taking everyone out first. When we took everyone out first, we were getting 1, 2 stars. When we focused on the objective, we were only getting 1 stars, and I think that's because obviously we had a few characters get hurt, which is going to happen if you're not focused on the enemy. So it's a bit of a weird one. We've got to try and find our best way of doing it. Combat is really good. I actually really enjoy the combat side of things. The only thing I would say is I find the story itself is a little bit slow. There's a lot of talking and learning about other characters. I'm assuming once you learn enough, then it won't be as slow, is my thinking. But I don't know for sure. But that's the way it comes across. Good morning, Brackley. How are you? Thanks for the like with us. Much appreciated. Marvel be like, I've been looking forward to this game for ages. It's nice to be able to put some proper time into it. Sorry, I'll just check the volume. And it's not, yeah, we changed our streaming plan for this week. It was on the community post yesterday afternoon. We finished God of War Ragnarok, and I wanted to dedicate some proper time to this before Hogwarts Legacy releases on the 7th. Well, the 7th if you pre-order anyway, which is what we've done. So we get 3 days early access, which is a week Tuesday, I believe. So we want to put as much time into this as possible. There isn't any live stream this evening. Me thinking I could do 5 evening live streams in a row was probably a touch too far. But we'll continue Ragnarok tomorrow evening. But Midnight Suns will become a main game at the minute to focus on. I want to make sure we do as much of the story as possible before Hogwarts Legacy. I've been told by a few people away from the stream that the actual story, and if you want to do everything, is about 70 hours. Which is incredible, but I think a lot of that is obviously the talking and things that slows it down a little, so maybe that's the reason it's 70 hours. Right, I'm just going to tweet, and this is where I struggle to type to talk, so bear with me a second. The other thing we learned last night was about the light and dark path. So what you do dictates what you do and say, and what move you use in combat dictates your alignment, whether it's dark, light. And I said at the start, I was playing this as if it was me answering the questions. So I'm not really paying attention to what is a light or dark answer. I'm playing it as naturally as possible when it comes to answering questions. And we'll see what comes out at the end. It may be that we are dark because I've answered them naturally. Maybe we're light, or maybe we're down the middle. We will see when we're done. That's the way I'm looking at it at the minute. I am a little bit surprised at how slow some of it is, but I suppose in a way it kind of makes sense. There's a lot of talking. It's that kind of game. It's a nice chilled out game though. There's action at times, but it does take time. I think in 4 hours of streaming it, we've done 4 or 5 fights. One of those though was against Venom, which was incredible. So it does pick up. You're psycho for redoing all of Assassin's Creed 2. Wow, that's going to take you some time, isn't it? We did it a while back, to be fair. It does take time. Assassin's Creed 2 though isn't too bad. We platinumed it in the end, actually. The hardest thing is collectibles. Okay, so this is after the fight we had with Hydra. There's a couple of people we can now talk to, and the mission, the objective for us is to go and hang out. which means we go and do a hangout event with one or more people, and that does gain us friendship levels. If we look at our heroes that we currently use, we have got some injured people. We got an injured Ghost Rider who got hurt in our last fight. He's got 2 more days to recover. That's in-game days. It's only a mild injury. He needs to man up, doesn't he? And we've also got Captain Marvel, who is injured for 3 days, and because of that, she's gained weak for 1 turn. So them 2 won't be going into our next mission, I'm assuming, unless they're forced to go in. A few heroes are available to hang out with the hunters in the common room. Engage in a hangout to grow the hunter's friendship with a hero of your choice. So we can only hang out with one person at a time, and we need to decide who that is.
Holy One, or is it unholy? Yet to be determined.
So who do we want to up our friendship level with? That's the question. Do you know what? We haven't done much with Iron Man. I think we should do some Iron Man hangout. Someone we haven't done anything with. What is our current friendship with Iron Man? 3 of 15. No one's close to level 1. Blade is the closest, I think, to level 1 with 7. Oh, and Nico's 7. Magic we haven't managed to hang out with. So let's do Iron Man. We've not had much time to do anything with him, so let's join a hangout. Reading by the fire, working out, or deep conversation. Let's do reading by the fire. Thanks for the like, much appreciated, whatever that was. You're challenging yourself. That's never a bad thing. See how quick I can get Altair's armor. Nice. Ghost Rider was pretty cool until he got hurt. Good morning, Dijik. How are you?
About to hit me up for cash, or
I mean,
there's no point doing a friendship with Ghost Rider at the minute because he's hurt.
Concept of billionaire didn't exist.
Thanks for the likes, by the way, much appreciated.
What's the best way to put this? Money isn't everything, but it's a lot of things.
The main plan is to hang out with all of them over time, because then you need them friendship levels to
changes,
be
money
buffed.
is a necessary evil.
Money is a necessary evil. You should try it without. You don't seem bothered by the question.
Sounds like you have made peace with it.
He has got hurt.
I do useful
because he's
things
still a
with my money.
person.
Most billionaires
outside of his ghost form, he is still a person.
Or worse, they toy with vanity projects so they can lob cars at Venus or write their names across the entire surface of Australia.
But although he's hurt, he will recover. You watch the movies.
Rich idiot nonsense.
They need to do a new movie with
am I
him,
making the world better for everyone or just myself?
I really like the Ghost Rider when they did it in Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ghost Rider, and that was pretty cool.
Makes it easier to schedule them for a hostile takeover. There has to be a next time. Let's do it soon, boss.
So, love the activity and conversation +2. We gained a new outfit for Iron Man, for the Abbey, and we've gained board shorts, a rare swimsuit for ourselves. We gained 9 friendship, though. That's the important part. Okay. Everyone else looks to have gone to bed, although we can open the door. Open the library door is the next thing. But let's just quickly check Iron Man's now. So he is now 12 of 15. We're nearly level 1 with a character as a friendship level for the first time. The thing we also learned yesterday was as we level up, other characters that we don't use as often will also automatically level up so they're not too far behind our level at all times. So that's the main thing. His moves, actually, when he turns into Ghost Rider, his moves are really good. The only thing I would say, he's very weak defensively. No worries, Brackley. But he is very weak defensively. Attack, he is really strong, but it's the defensive side that's the problem. Right, we need to go and open the library door. As I say, a lot of this still seems quite tutorial-based. So I just walk in. Do I need to do open? Try words of power. There we go.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our...
But yeah, it still seems to be a very early game, I would say.
They'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you.
I'm having a few doubts about the caretaker. I don't know why, but she just seems a bit weird.
I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha.
Thank you for the
Instead
right
of
call, that was
letting
much
it rest,
appreciated.
you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
She definitely keeps her secrets, and that's a little bit of a worry. But then I also think Agatha's
That
playing
anger
games.
wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She's telling us not to tell people
She may
about
try
her.
to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away,
They're
sealing
both,
the
I don't know, they're
library,
both playing games,
that
and that's an
elaborate
issue.
memorial she conjured up.
Chuti,
She didn't
good
waste
morning.
any time trying to bury what
Or good
happened.
afternoon, since you're from Sri Lanka, it's afternoon for you,
You're
isn't
right.
it? But I hope you're well.
I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you.
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your
It
place.
sounds like Wanda took a lot of
Being the clever girl
did a lot
that
of
she
things
is,
that the hunter should
her
have done
notes
if he'd
are
been
written
woken
in
up.
an ancient transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the
Thank you,
first entry.
Chuti. Okay, we've got to read Wanda's journal. Is there anything else to look at in here?
Hunter, hello.
We need an arcane key for that one, we haven't got any. But that will now show up on the map. I'm just looking if there's anything else to look at. Occult history of the New World by the mysterious scribe. Note from Agatha, stout will. The last to stand before Lilith and take her fury, so to protect her hunter for one moment more. You'll be horrified at the idea of a monument to you, but you just have to allow us a little indulgences. Know what you love, and know that you loved Gideon's cross. You and the caretaker would walk there often. The hidden veil of gods and man. Goa is the protectorate of our world and a single power that holds the darkness at bay. Her mere presence is vital to imbalance within the elder gods, revitalizing the earth itself. Followers of Gaia seek to channel her restorative powers and aid her against Chifford and his minions. What's this? Faded journal page. So we need these. These are collectibles. My appreciation and adoration for Agatha has left me vulnerable to feelings I have not known for centuries. I want her by my side, and I wish for her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years. Though I admit that it may be selfish of me to share these risks, I find myself in the very position I once criticised and judged Lilith for. It brings me shame. As blood descendants, we were not meant to bring children into this world or love another as she did. As I love Agatha. Was I wrong to judge Lilith so harshly, or am I wrong now? It's hard to face. I found myself wanting to be with Agatha just as Lilith felt with Gregor and their child. To have a family, to love and to be loved by another. Okay. It's definitely worth looking around each room. I know what we're meant to do, but I do like looking around and making sure we've looked at everything, seen everything there is. And it does look like we have. Is there anything over here? No. I think that's everything we can look at currently. Right, let's read the book. Excerpt from Wanda's journal. Where am I from? I'm from the UK, Chuti. From the UK. I have to restore what I've taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic.
It does.
But Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was
Thanks,
conducting
Tutti.
her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you were going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there.
Okay, so we're heading to the altar next
Charlie
then.
will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Yeah, I probably have forgotten. So we've got to find Agatha's altar. That's our next point of call. As I say, some of this can seem a little bit slow. But I can understand why. The story is slow pace at the start. I'm guessing it will speed up as we go. Training yard. So we're heading to Agatha's altar. Got to follow Charlie. But yeah, I think Agatha seems to be up to something, even though she's dead. And we got to use our power again. I think we have, haven't we? I'm facing the wrong way. Yeah, I was facing the wrong way there. I know, it still worked. Okay, our map's just been updated. So where are we now? That's the Blood Gate. And we're now over here. Agatha's altar. So we are opening bits up on the Abbey that we haven't been to before. So there's an arcane chest up here. So that'll now be marked up on the map when we have arcane keys. Whenever that will be. There's a door this way we will need to open at some point. We've got to look around before we talk to her. I can't just go and talk to her. I think that's a bit silly just to ignore everything else and just go straight to her. There's a plant here. Wolfsbane we can pick up. That's an ingredient. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm not sure what that is. I don't want to press things too prematurely. Looking if there's anything else to pick up before we speak to her. So we picked up some Wolfbane. So we're getting stuck there. Will GTA 6 release this year? I don't think it will. I think we're still looking at a little bit of time before it does, personally. Death. This is a tarot card. Death stands before the Black Vortex, surrounded by the prized Infinity Stones, tempting us with possibility. This card represents transformation, entering a new phase of one's life. Okay, so they're tarot cards we need to find. But yeah, no, I don't think it will. I think we're a little way off before it releases, personally. We've got a few ingredients picked up, which is good. I think I'm going to go and pick up that one we saw a minute ago and I said I'd wait to pick up. Examine. What is this? New Haven discovered. The Quiet Trail. There are numerous Haven locations on the Abbey grounds. Once discovered, a Haven can be used for a special daytime hangout, a hero where the friendship rewards are increased. Haven can only be used once, and each hero can only attend a single Haven over the course of the game. Oh, okay. But that's an increase to friendship level. Where was the other thing we saw that we could have picked up that I said I'd wait to pick up? I'm quickly going to grab that. Glowing Vessel. A vessel created from witches that honour the innocent. Our arcane knowledge is now ranked up to level 1. The hunters increased their arcane level, successfully using words of power exploring the Abbey grounds, and even petting Charlie will grant arcane knowledge. They have increased the hunter's arcane level. At higher arcane levels, the hunter will gain increasingly powerful rewards from the Abbey grounds and arcane chests. Thanks for the line, much appreciated. Whoever that was. Are you waiting for GTA 6 to release it? Are you? Shooting. I might. To be fair, I've played previous GTAs. It's something that I'd probably look at, depending on what it looks like coming out. I'm not a fan of the online model, to be fair, but it depends how it goes. More chicken mushrooms. Let's pick this up, and then we'll go and speak to Agatha. This is another tarot card. Domino knows the way in which the wheel will turn and shows the answer to the playing card she displays. This card represents luck and good fortune, along with the opportunity in the future. Okay. Let's speak to Agatha. I've kind of done enough looking around, I think. You like GTA, do you? To be fair, I've played them all. I've enjoyed them to a point. The story's okay. I'm not a fan of the online side of things more than anything else.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus. All the magical words you can say.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only
It's
by
alright,
the
no worries.
elemental
Shooty
rods
at all,
they
no
would
worries at
normally
all.
be holding.
And where are the
We do get a lot of
elemental
visitors
rods
from Sri Lanka, to be fair.
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
now? Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly.
So we need to find all the rods and return them
I
here.
don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
That's the key.
An arcane key?
Ah.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key
We get to
can
open
be
our
used
first
to open
arcane
that
chest. We haven't done
nearby.
one yet.
Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
SLPCLK.
It's more
Oh
fun
yes,
that way,
absolutely.
isn't it?
He was a massive supporter
I'll
of
be
us
in the
last year.
library working on the
He brought a
translations
lot
if
of
you need
people
me,
over, which
dear.
was incredible.
Good luck.
I do drop into his streams when I can, to be fair. And I drop into his streams and can't understand what he's saying, but I still drop in and say hello. You've clicked an arcane key. Arcane keys can open the arcane chest and scatter around the Abbey and its grounds. Right, we have our first arcane key for our first arcane chest. I don't know what we get inside these, but we're about to find out. Oh, chicken mushroom, chicken mushroom. I have to pick up everything. That's how we work. What's inside? 32 gloss and a diamond. Common whole face prop. I'm not sure what that is. Look for arcane chests on the Abbey grounds and unlock them with arcane keys. Arcane chests reset periodically, so return to previously opened chests. See if you can open them again. The higher your arcane level, the more rewards each arcane chest will have. There we go. Job done. Okay. Exploring the Abbey grounds from this point on is optional. It can be done at any time without regard to the main story. When you're ready, return your quarters and go to sleep each night to start the next day. So we'll do some exploring each day, I think, after a mission. I think it's a case of do it as and when we can and just try and do each thing gradually over the course of time, I think. There's a rare chest there. That's a common chest. I want to obviously open that one next, don't I? There's someone to talk to according to this. Who have we got? Who's that? Agatha is waiting to talk to us. Epic arcane chest. Wow. So other than talking to Agatha, I think that's the last thing we can do in this day. And this is day number 2, I think. I don't think there's any upgrades or anything we can do. Everyone's asleep anyway. So we'll quickly go and speak to Agatha. Who is not that way. She's in the library. She's through here. Trying to remember my way around.
Never a dull moment.
Okay, so we can ask her a few questions. So we'll ask everything we can before we go to sleep for the night.
You
At
said
least then
something
we get all the
earlier
information we
about
can
the
from her.
blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the blood have managed
Yeah,
to remain
SLPCLK,
even more
massive supporter.
mysterious than most.
Very grateful to him.
They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
Okay, can I ask about your mother?
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But
Thanks for
we
the like,
found
much appreciated,
no
whoever that was.
rules, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent,
I did say some of the talking does slow things down. The pace of the game is pretty
We had
slow.
hoped you would both find peace in the
But I
next
think we're
life.
still very early games, so we're learning about
But
different
she
people.
is not buried here.
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wondergore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much, but I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls?
She's got a point to a degree.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, the worst that could happen is you can kill a load of people, to be fair.
You got me there, dear.
What are the moon seals?
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person.
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
Words of power.
Where did the words of power
That's the
come
last
from?
thing we can ask.
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energy.
But I think we need to do everything we can possible in a day. And then we keep
And
leveling up because
Caretaker
of it.
used the words as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
Okay, so I think that's everyone we can now talk to done. So we may as well go to sleep now and move on to the next day. Our bedroom is, if I remember... Wait, it's not that way. Not that way, that's outside. I think it's the first room. Yes. So that is everything possible done for the day. We can interact. Okay, so room upgrades. We can do upgrades in the room. Again, these all cost gloss, and I'm not fussed about spending gloss. I don't, unless we decide later to do it. I'm not too worried. But let's go to sleep, and that puts us through into the next day, and hopefully we'll have a mission to go and do. Well, we're not asleep. What is this? Who is that?
Can that really
Lilith.
be you? After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
What is the truth then? What truth?
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you...
So you need only. That doesn't really give us much clue. There's obviously something going on we're not aware of. New post in the Superlink.
Was that really her?
Nico's got a new post as well. A mysterious beam at an abandoned warehouse is to blame for broken windows. That'd be our fight yesterday, to be fair. There's new danger in our fine city, according to the Daily Bugle. And the strangest thing, like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay. Right, let's have a look on the map. What do we need? Research is done as well. We can actually do some more research, I believe, because that is now done. So we need to go and collect our research. I think there's some things we can do in the forge anyway, so let's go and do that first. I'm not sure where research... What's that?
I just hope this is
There we
what
go.
you were expecting, Hunter.
So upgrades gamma coil analysis in the forge reveals 4 abilities and now 2 abilities. So now we can take 2 abilities for every gamma coil, which is what we was after. Where the Fang we can't do, we need to do another mission with Blade. We can do the supernatural fabrication, so we might as well do that next. It doesn't cost us anything. That's the main thing. Start our research. Recent research unlocked new upgrade opportunities for the Abbey. Constructing upgrades is essential for success, expanding the Midnight Sun's capabilities in the Abbey and on the battlefield. So let's have a look at forge upgrades. We can now do a foundry. It's 50 coins. We have 101. Upgrades chemical analysis in the forge reveals 4 abilities and has 2. So let's do that upgrade before we do a gamma coil.
We're finally getting some decent tech down here.
There we go. So before we do our gamma coil, that made sense to do it first.
Got more coil for me?
We have got a coil. Let's analyse this.
No picking out.
Remember, we now get to see 4 abilities and pick 2 of them.
Take your pick, Hunter.
100 abilities can be from one of 3 branches: light, dark, or power. Playing more light or dark abilities in combat will push the hunter's overall balance towards that alignment. So this is a dark heal. We still an ally to full health, but we take 17 damage. That's what we got. Another photon beam for Captain Marvel. Hellmouth for Ghost Rider. Create a drop with an increased chance to KO enemies. And another quick slash for us. What do we want? We can take 2 abilities. We can, if we, that one and that one will mean we can do upgrades.
Coil in the hallway. Third state of matter.
That is new. I think every time we get a new one, we should take it. I think that makes sense. I'm just wondering what we could do as an upgrade. We could upgrade our quick slash, to be fair. That might be the better one to do. Or do we upgrade? Let's upgrade ourselves. I think, in a way, we need to focus on our abilities as we're the main one in combat.
Don't forget to write.
Okay, hang on a second. We did do research, didn't we?
Tony
Yes.
is working.
Supernatural fabrication is on its way.
You find more coil, send it my way.
Okay. So we can now quickly go and do some upgrades to some of our abilities. We've got to decide what we're going to do with that other one we gained. Trying to remember which way to go sometimes is pretty difficult. Okay. We've got daily sparring to do as well.
Wasting, Hunter.
So we can now upgrade our quick slash, which will give it knockback as well. That's a decent ability upgrade.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
Okay, so that's done. We've now got daily sparring. Choose a training partner. Combat bonus for selected heroes. So we've got to think about who we want to take into the next fight with us, because we've got a combat bonus with them. Do you know what? I think we'll take Blade. We won't be able to take Ghost Rider or Captain Marvel, so we'll do an upgrade for Blade because we've nearly got him to level 1.
I'm ready when you are.
We'll gain friendship XP as well.
Just remember the most.
There we go. Training level increased, free friendship XP, and we gained an epic combat bonus. Starting the mission with 6 heroism. That's a decent bonus, to be fair. And we've increased our training to level 1, which gives us vault training. The Midnight Sun's train level has increased. Every train level increase grants a large boost to environmental attacks in combat. Continue upgrading abilities and inspiring daily to earn more training and XP and further increase the Abbey training level. There's a few things I think we need to do every day. And doing them every day makes a big difference. Okay. I take it we've got to take something out if we want Dark Hill. I'm not going to put Dark Hill in. I don't think we need it currently. I think the next time we upgrade something, we need to upgrade someone else, I think. But yeah, I don't want to put Dark Hill in at the minute. But Blade we'll use in the next mission, that's the plan. Okay. Tony wants a word. What's he need?
Hey, can I ask a favor?
The life of a superhero is complicated and sometimes they could use your advice. Other times they might ask you for favours. Help heroes with their problems to receive new rewards. I'm waiting till we actually get new people. Because I'm pretty sure soon, hopefully, we may recruit more. Tony Stark takes a break from his training and gives you a quick assessment as you approach. You're clearly the expert in demon hunting around here. What's your opinion on how we should train? We've got to pick a response and we gain different things. So, a true warrior values technique over brute strength, repetition and study, not fire and fury. That gives us 26 credits. Train like you fight with no furious intent, no quarter, no mercy. 10 Iron Man critical chance. Iron Man 30% injury chance. Iron Man ability we gain. So we could increase him and give him an increased chance of injury, but he will gain out of it as well, or we just take the money. Let's do the bottom one. We gain more from it.
Thanks, Hunter.
So he's gained a new ability card, which is a quick blast, which is quick, and knockback. Nice. Yeah, I've got a new ability to upgrade. What are we upgrading now?
Ready to work?
Iron Man's now got an upgrade, which is the quick blast. So we can now upgrade that for him. There we go.
All right then.
So that's that done. Now,
Hey Hunter, when you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room?
right, Marvel wants us in the war room. Who else have we got? So we've got Captain Marvel waiting for us in the war room. Caretaker's waiting for us in the war room. Everyone else, I don't think anyone's waiting to talk to us looking at that. We could invite someone to a haven, but we'll hold off, I think, on doing havens. These guys are all training.
I'm good to go again.
I guess it's hard to avoid ending up on the news when you're swinging around.
Yeah, so then none of them want a conversation with us, essentially. Right, we'll speak to Captain Marvel first, then we've got Caretaker to speak to as well.
There you are, Hunter. Got time to look at something? The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds.
Okay. Decrypt the intel cache.
What's new, Hunter?
Decrypted intel caches. This is why I still think we're very early game and still learning lots of different things.
Tactical research.
Captain Marvel can decrypt Hydra intel caches at a central workstation, revealing ops that individual heroes can undertake to gain rewards. Decrypt this one. But yeah, I think that's why it's a little bit slow at the beginning, because we're still learning so many different features and things we need to do.
We shouldn't sit on it for long.
Okay, so we've gained a mission, I believe, which is a not-so-good doctor in Hell's Kitchen, New York City, level 2.
Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central.
Hero ops grant powerful hero-specific rewards. Heroes assigned to the op be unavailable for combat missions until the following day when the op completes. So we have to send someone out, by the looks of it. And I think we have to send Captain Marvel. She's injured, so it doesn't really matter to us if she's going on this. We can't use in battle anyway. Takes a day to complete, so we have to send people on operations away from the main story, I believe. Costs us 8 intel, so that's all good. We've got to send Captain Marvel, so we'll send her out. Oh, I took her off. There we go.
I think I can handle that.
So we can still send them on hero ops if they're injured.
This should keep someone busy.
That's the important thing.
I'm here if you need me.
The Abbey is now yours to explore, so that's the tutorial finish. It's taken us just over four hours to do the tutorial and learn everything there is to learn. I think, basically, you've got to do everything you can in a single day. Check your objectives on the map to see what is available, look around to see if any heroes could use a hand. Missions are waiting on the mirror table when you're ready. Okay. So let's see if So Captain Marvel still wants to talk to us, and obviously the caretaker at the table needs to talk to us. Let's see Captain Marvel again.
We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus?
Okay, maybe we can talk to her.
Excuse me. Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Second favourite?
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep.
Fair enough.
So, what do you need?
I'd like to know more about you. So this is where we can learn a little bit more about her.
Sure, ask away.
About you.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
I really want to recruit Wolverine. That's the one character I really want to see. And he's on the cover of the games. I'm assuming we can recruit him later.
Who were you before you became Captain Marvel?
Now, I've seen the Captain Marvel film, so I kind of understand a little bit of her past.
Before I was attached to the space program. And back then, I was entirely human.
She was entirely human.
You are not entirely human?
Not since I uncovered actual, for real aliens. There was an accident with some alien tech that rewrote my DNA, and now I'm half Kree.
I have never heard of the Kree.
Neither had I. They have a space empire. It's crazy to think they've been around far longer than you've been alive.
How did you become Captain Marvel?
How did Carol Danvers become Captain Marvel?
During my time with the space program, I found myself involved in a conflict between alien species, Kree and Skrulls. I got too close to a device called the Psyche Magnetron, and it completely altered me. A Kree soldier known as Mar-Vell felt responsible for what happened and took me under his wing. He was a hero in his own right, and we fought beside each other for years. He's gone now, but I took the name Captain Marvel as a tribute to what he stood for. Since then, I've made the name my own.
Just how powerful are you?
Your strength is hard for me to fathom.
With all this gamma weirdness keeping Banner in banner form, I'm Earth's mightiest Avenger. Once Thor realized the Hulk was in a class of his own, he was not happy to be in third place. He still challenges me to arm wrestling contests, and loses. He's much less salty since I started calling him Asgard's mightiest Avenger.
How powerful would you say you are?
Very, would be my thinking.
When someone says we need to call in the big guns, they're talking about me. Just don't say it in front of Bruce. The Hulk is an order of magnitude stronger, no question. But he doesn't have my precision, patience, or reliability. At least, that's how Bruce put it.
That much power. And it does not seem to have gone to your head.
I do get cocky sometimes, but I don't take any of this for granted. And I always remember where I came from. Arrogance is like punching the afterburner with your wheels down.
Punching the afterburner with your wheels down, that's quite cool. About the Avengers.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure. What
now,
about
I
us?
suppose you don't have to do any of this talking, but if we didn't, we wouldn't
have you
learn
been
that
an
much.
Avenger?
I'd rather learn these things
Over a
than not.
decade. Still hard to believe. We've been so busy dealing with one crisis or another, it's hard to mark the time. My coffee tally puts me just shy of 20,000, excluding the cups I forgot to track.
What do you think of your
What
team?
are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be past that. And I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but he'll adjust.
Can the Avengers work with Midnight
Do you
Suns?
think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
No comment.
Okay, that's everything asked.
Thank you, Carol.
So we've learned a little bit about her,
Anytime.
about how
And
she
hey,
thinks.
if you find the time, we should hang out.
There we go, we should hang out
I
at
will
some point.
consider that.
Of course.
Okay, so I think the only person left to talk to is the caretaker. And I think that may mean we now get a mission to do.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are. but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
I only wanted to help. I honestly did not expect it to bother you this much. Your feelings cannot be the only consideration. I didn't expect it to bother her.
If I had known it meant this much to you, I would have waited. It was not my intention to defy or hurt you.
Hurt, no. Defy, maybe. At the same time, I know I haven't been very open with you about everything that's happened.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
Okay, so I think that's Venom.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that.
I guess we're taking out Venom again and trying to recruit Spider-Man is what I think.
In agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now.
Okay, so on the map there's no one else left to talk to. I think every time we are in the Abbey we've got to talk to everyone. In the evenings we've got to do a hangout event, training as well. But mission time. Unlike story missions, general missions are led by heroes other than the Hunter. The Hunter can be brought on these missions, but they're not required. General missions can be pursued at any time. A new story mission has also been added to the mirror table. This mission can be pursued at any time to advance the story. So we've got 3 missions to do. Stop Hydra Truck. Spider-Man is a story mission. And defeat enemies is a mission there. Looks like Iron Man will be the main character to take with us. I don't know how many missions we can do in a day. I'm guessing only 1. Would be my guess. Let's do... I don't know which one to do. Because I don't know how many we can do in a day. That's my only concern. It hasn't really said... If it's only 1 mission per day, then... I suppose a story mission is the main way to go. But I'm just not sure. Yeah, I'm guessing it's 1 mission per day. So let's do Spider-Man, because it means hopefully we can recruit him. And then we'll do we won't do a story mission the next day, we'll do something else. I think that's the way forward. Okay. Spider-Man's going to be in our team. Spider-Man lured Venom away from the Sanctum, but now the Midnight Suns need to step in and help the Web Slinger out. So this is a story mission at least, so it's going to move the story a little bit. I don't know who we're taking with us. Blade is probably my go-to.
I would be rotting inside that creature's gullet if not for Spider-Man. Time to return the favor.
We'll find him. We're running facial recognition on every surveillance camera in the cloud. They just keep moving too fast.
I think you have to do the general missions for upgrades as well, so we've got to kind of balance it between story missions and general missions. But I'm guessing we can only do 1 a day.
Well,
in-game day.
On that last dactyl was...
But it hasn't said
perfect.
That or not. That's the thing.
Magnetism rune.
Against a level 5 demon alien hybrid? Where did you learn your magic? Demo Khan?
You know, you really do have a look.
Hunter's right. This isn't working.
On to plan C. Well, more like D.
Norman won't mind if I borrow a few Oscorp satellites at 45,000 feet, right?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
82nd and 5th. Well, between 5th and Madison now.
I've used social media to find Venom while we've been trying to use technology.
Hashtag big alien apple.
Not bad.
Thanks. Now imagine if you had just asked for our help sooner.
No time for an after-school special. Patching it through. Patching it all through.
Youngsters teaching the adults something new.
We need to hurry.
Okay, who we take? I'm going to take Blade because he's got some enhancements. Spider-Man is got to be in the mission. Can't use Carol, Captain Marvel. She's assigned to a hero op, and I don't want to use Ghost Rider because he's injured for another day. But Blade, we've nearly got him to level 1 friendship, and we also start because of the training we did with him. We start the mission with 6 heroism, so I think he's the one to take. He has quite low health compared to some of the others, to be fair. But yeah, we'll take Blade with us. And we have to have Spider-Man on the team, because obviously that's who we're going to hopefully recruit. Why has Blade got no clothes on?
Keep your eye on Venom.
Oh, he's got clothes on now.
He's not to be underestimated.
Trust me, he looks straight out of a nightmare. I'll not turn my back for a second.
Good. If you keep him distracted, I want to stab him myself.
At this rate, New York should pay for a complete station here.
Back to New York we go.
Venom has taken to the rooftops, and he's tossing just about anything he can find onto the streets below. There are innocent people down there. Get them to safety before it's too late.
Okay, we have fought Venom once before and it was a tough fight to take him out. But we're going to do it again and save Spider-Man in the process. At least we're going to use Spider-Man and some of his moves, which should be good to see. If we can recruit Spider-Man to the Abbey, that'd be the first recruitment we've done, which would be cool as well.
Jeez, you'd think he'd at least have tennis elbow or something by now.
Spider-Man, we just collect your bones and bring them home to Mother.
It's not true Venom, it's fallen Venom, to be fair. Hydra trying to catch him as well. Hydra Bob joined Hydra for the dental plan.
I'd seriously consider switching occupations if I were you, friend. I know, no job's perfect. But at the end of the day, it's all about the co-workers.
Okay. So we're actually facing Venom immediately. There's a girl we need to rescue. Rescue civilian. Generate heroism to use the rescue civilian card. Watch out for objects flown by fallen Venom. That's one of the objectives, is to rescue her. And okay, so we're all about to get hit. Any heroes inside the target area will take damage at the end of the turn. Use move or abilities to reposition heroes and avoid damage. Knock enemies into the target area to turn the tables on them. So, I will say the missions are quite varied in terms of what you've got to do. So we need to make sure all 4 of us are out of this zone come the end of this. We can rescue the civilian immediately.
Visit the old neighborhood. I'd say let's all stop for a group selfie, but Eddie might get a little jealous.
We're going to lose a lot of health if we don't move out of this circle as well.
One of my mother's fallen is so obsessed with you.
I think we'll rescue the civilian immediately.
But Eddie and I were doing our thing here in New York way before.
And that will also move him out of that circle.
We need to get these people out of his way.
The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man has saved them immediately. Okay. We can still move as well. We've got slash, knock back and quick. I kind of want it. If I want to knock back, I want to knock someone into there, don't I? Potentially, which means I need to move move the hunter. Blade has got a strike which we can chain. I'm thinking chain between this one and maybe that one. He's got 60 health. They've both got 30. So that's out of the zone at least. If we decide to go for him. We can chain him into him, or we can chain it into him.
Watch close.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
Okay, the hunter can now move. I'm looking at knockback for his move, which is quick slash. Let's just have a look at it. If we pick him, obviously we can only go there, but I want to move him forward. It's quite a decent length. So what I think we'll do if we move the hunter first to here, to make sure I'm pressing the correct person, because it's so easy to press the wrong person. And we do quick slash on this guy. I don't think it's going to knock him into that circle. Oh, did it knock him out? No, we knocked one out. But I don't think he's quite in that circle, is he? We've leveled up as well.
It's all coming back to me.
And that means we've got a card play refunded, so we've still got another move we can still do. This one's got block, annoyingly. We've still got 6 as well we can use there. That's another knockback. There's no point in healing, we don't need to heal. We've got a quick strike from Blade, which means we could just knock this person out. And that would leave us free to deal with. So let's do quick strike on Blade.
Time to bleed.
Good one.
And a card play refunded. It's always good when you get a card play refunded. Offensive rush. Give all heroes +4 offense. We'll save it for the next turn, I think. I've still got an attack here with the hunter. We can push him into him. And he's lost his shield completely as well now.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards.
Oh, we've been shock shield.
That time
So we've been shocked. There, so that's okay. Well, we've got no card plays left, but we can do some moves, so we could throw this, essentially. We'll use 1 heroism up. Let's throw that at him. As long as we stay out of that circle, we should be good. Let's try Spiderman. Can he vault over this? But yeah, there's no one in that direction. We can't move either. Blade can vault, but it's in the wrong kind of corner to do so. I think we're done. I think that's our turn over. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Venom now throws. We're all out of that circle, so that's all good. Okay, we're going to take some damage. Let's see how we go. They're repositioning. Right, he's now vulnerable. We may need to heal the hunter next turn. Reinforcements as well.
Reinforcements inbound.
Right, where's the circle? I'm trying to keep all the heroes separate from each other. Frenzy. I don't know what that means. Let's have a look at that. Rescue this civilian. Okay, we've got another civilian to rescue.
Lilith must not have left instructions for Hydra on how to control her new pet. Can't say I feel sorry for them, but there's
takes their turn after 3 cards to play. Oh, because they're going to take their turns quickly, so we need to take him out ideally first.
Too. Talking in my head.
So I think
it's a comm system, the same one I
we'll be Spider-Man first. We'll rescue the civilian immediately.
That was gonna be my next guess.
Marvel Cuphead, good morning. How are you?
Everybody gets
okay, civilian rescued. All civilians are safe. Defeat the remaining enemies. Complete the mission. There we go.
Civilians
Just got to complete the mission.
It's open season on Hydra and their pet monstrosity.
We're not fighting Venom though. He's up throwing things at us.
Fall in the hunt.
Wow. You two ever work with a guy named Craven?
Okay, we do need to take this guy out because he's got two more card plays and he's going to attack us. How much health has the hunter got? We're okay, I think. 56, so we're fine. We could do an offensive rush where we gain more offense. Blade's got a strike that chains. We have got whip as well. Okay, let's look at what we got. I'm thinking Blade. We can knock that guy out, so at least there's one gone.
Watch.
There we go. Okay. Level up for Blade.
Looking good. Feeling good.
So far, leveling up's fairly quick, but I'm assuming that will slow down. I could heal the hunter, but I think that might be we'll gain 2 cards. So we've got offensive rush. This guy is going to attack though the minute we do anything. We have got whip. I am thinking whip. It's not going to do a massive amount of damage though. I'm just thinking if we force him into that area there, but he's got to attack, isn't he? So I was hoping we could force him into there and he gets something thrown at him in a minute. That will do a lot of damage there. Let's do that one.
Your fate is sealed. I am afraid you might.
Okay, he had frenzy, so I knew he'd attack next. Alright, Blades hurt a little bit. He's now vulnerable for 2 turns, so we'll take more damage. Okay, we've got no more card plays left, but we can still move and we can still do other things. So I could bolt over this essentially. And maybe knock him out. What else we've got? These 2 need taking out, but I've got nothing we can really use in them. That's nearby. If I move the hunter, I've got to be careful because I don't want to be in that circle. I'm thinking we can vault over here and potentially hurt him. Damage of melee attacks on block is greater than 0. Okay, gotta be a little bit careful there. Don't think there's anywhere else we can really use. May have to hold off. I think let's just finish our turn. Thanks for the like, much appreciated. Doing interview live stream for the first time. Can you make it? I want to be that 2 PM interview live stream. 2 PM? I should be able to. Is it 2 PM GMT?
Now's your chance to hone those skills.
But yeah, I should be able to. I'm only editing and stuff this afternoon, so yeah, I should be able to join it live. Okay. What have we got? The hunter could do a force knockback here. So it's taking both of those out. I do need to move Spiderman. So both of those are out.
Hail that.
And there's 1 enemy left to do, which is Taunt Venom. Force Ball and Venom to target Spider's location. Ignore Spider-Man's location. The only ones we've got, really, is the attacks left for the hunter, to be fair. It's not going to knock him out, though, is it? I kind of need to draw cards. Okay, we can use this and use Spider Sense and draw 2 cards.
I'm going for it.
Let's see what Spider-Man can do, shall we? Okay, we've got Apply Bind. And we've got Chain Strike. It's not going to take him out. What about this one? Apply Bind. I'm assuming Bind will make him not be able to attack, would be my guess.
Looks like it's up to me.
Bounce. Yeah, I don't think he can attack now, can he? That does help us. And also we can now move here with Spider-Man. So we can then attack him again in a second. Yeah, no, I'll jump in the chat. No worries at all, Marvel Cuphead.
Take that.
There you go, bit of damage. It's not a massive amount of damage, but that will do. It's all we can do at the minute. Also, we'll be wary of where Venom throws things. We're just going to take out this last enemy, and I think we're done, unless we're fighting Venom afterwards. Okay, he's now not bound anymore. Thanks for the like, whether it was much appreciated. Yeah, 2 PM. Okay, I'll make sure I'm there. Right. Blade, we can steal life. Won't knock him out, but that's nearly him down, and Blade's healed himself.
Well, I know I've never run into a
and now we've got... What do we do? Quick attack. It's not enough to take him out. If I not get any moves that are enough to take him out, that will do damage. It's 3-on-1. You'd think we'd be able to knock him out a bit quicker than this.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Now we can. There we go.
You were too weak for this fight.
That is Hydra defeated. Thank you for the like, for whoever that was, much appreciated. Who's the interview with, Marvel? We're fighting Venom now. We are fighting Venom, I think. Okay, I need to think about healing.
Can't stop us, heroes. But we hope you try.
Okay, I'm going to need to be aware of health and make sure we heal when needed. Defeat Fallen Venom, complete the mission. Fallen Venom's symbiote binds can be broken by attacking them. Okay.
Soon we eat.
So we can bind people, that's the problem.
Don't suppose you'd let us actually try and help you, Eddie?
And there are a couple of enemies we've got to deal with as well. Is it just them two? It is, yeah.
You took everything from
110 health. Melee attacks. We've got to be careful of melee attacking him, that's the big thing. So, who are we with health? 53, 81. Oh, Blade's fully healed. The other two, Hunter and Spiderman, are okay. We're just got to be so careful of doing any melee attacks. Right, we'll make them bleed with Blade.
Ought to make things interesting.
Quick Strike isn't a melee, but it will apply bleed, so that's actually a decent one to do because he's going to use his guns. Which means we're not going to do a melee attack.
About time.
So bleed will help us, I think.
Make you pay for that.
We could fortify if we wanted to for the Hunter. Lifesteal, we don't need. It's not a move to use at the minute. I think maybe Spider-Man's Quick Kit might be a good one to use. We could knock this guy back into there, and that's him done. It will take out the other guy as well. The problem is, I've only really got melee attacks with Spider-Man and the Hunter.
Centuries ago.
And I don't really want to use melees, because obviously there's a chance of getting bind. It's too far away from that. I can do a melee attack across there though. May get bind here. This might be worth trying. Do a decent amount of damage actually. Let's try this. It may not. We may get bound, but we'll see. Okay, we didn't get bind, which is good. That's what we wanted. Do a decent amount of damage with Blade's lifesteal as well. That might be a good one to do. Bleed as well. I don't know if he's... Symbiote skin. I knew that was a chance that was going to happen. The next melee attack will be bound. So we've got to be a bit wary now. He's got bleeding for 4 turns though. We've taken out a lot of his health. We can still move people away. So let's move Blade away, I think. Spider-Man will stay there for a minute. And I think that's the end of the turn.
We will crack your tiny bones.
But yeah, who are you interviewing, Marvel?
You will wait here.
If there's a boss, we don't see who he's targeting. That's the other thing.
Thing off me.
And he's attacked twice. Stunned. Spider-Man is now stunned after that attack, and reinforcements are incoming. Okay. Blade is also stuck, we have to attack that. 19 bleed though. When a unit is stunned, they will not act on their turn. If they take damage, they'll be reawakened immediately. Okay.
Follow
Right.
Spider-Man's lead here. He's the expert when it comes to Venom.
So Spider-Man can't do any attacks.
Thanks.
I can heal him though, which may be worth it.
Berth, especially if he's feeling huggy.
I think Slash, will that kill him? No. That Slash won't kill him, and that's our most damaged move we can do. Could do Slash, and that will at least get Blade back. Okay, so Blade is back at least, so we now use Blade again.
Even for Hydra.
Okay, we've still got 2 attacks left. Make and bleed may be a good one to do. I'm just trying to think. Just the fact that that won't take him out. And the next symbiote skin's gone again, so we can actually do that. He's immune to knockback though. I don't think that's close enough. I think... Yeah, let's do Slash. I know it's not... Oh, we can knock him back. Okay. He's not... I thought he was immune to knockback, but he's not.
Do not touch us. Pain only makes us
Okay,
hungrier.
we are going to take some damage. I may heal Spider-Man, I think. I think that might be the best thing to do, because he's stunned currently.
The light will carry you on.
There we go, Spider-Man healed. So for next move, next turn, we've gained a few things we can do. Obviously, he's not going to tell us who he's attacking. He's going to attack the Hunter. That's not too bad, and he's going to attack Spider-Man. Let's go. I don't think there's a need to move at this point. Spider-Man's now not stunned. Okay, we've now got bleed on the Hunter. Some big damage to both of those two as he throws the Hunter into blade. Okay, that heal on Spider-Man may have been a bad idea because we may need it on the Hunter, to be fair. Okay, we need to think about the Hunter's health now. Is that defeated Venom? 19 down? He's downed. We've defeated Venom. Powerful enemies of Venom may have multiple lives or have to be KO'd multiple times. What? So, although we've downed Venom, he is not out of the fight. He is still involved. Okay.
The light is getting dim.
Do we know how many lives he's got? That's ridiculous. Okay. We can gain a counter. We've only got... Our health for the Hunter is really low. So we've got to be wary. And we've got bleed on us. Okay. I'm trying to think. I want to hit the... I think we want to hit him. I can't attack him either. Oh, we can. We can do this. So we can use Whip and knock the guy into Venom, which should KO him. Let's do that. Is that Venom out, or is he still in?
You are lucky to still be breathing.
How is he still in? That's ridiculous. Right, okay. I'm going to fortify ourselves, mainly because we're very low health. And we've leveled up.
I feel more like myself every day.
We are leveling up quite a lot now, which is good. I think level up is quite quick now, but it will slow down. Okay. We haven't got a massive amount we can do, other than Quick Slash. Will that take him down? It will. Let's do that.
Your mother abandons you.
And we've got card play in front, but I can't actually attack him. Let's do Make him bleed.
Exactly.
Okay, that's our turn done, I think. I don't know what's going to happen when he gets up.
You're too strong for you.
I need a healing card as well. The Hunter, otherwise we're going to lose him and he's going to get injured. Right, Venom's recovered, annoyingly. Has he gone back to full health?
Can save you from us, little spider.
Wow. Okay, Venom is now full health again.
Not puny soldiers.
That's annoying. Considering how low the Hunter is, and we're going to take bleed next turn. For 11 health.
I believe him. We need to put an end to this fight soon before he brings down the entire city.
I'm trying to put an end to him. We've already got him down once. Right. Apply 2 bleed. I think we've got to apply bleed to him. I think that's the only way forward. Because that does a lot of damage. That does damage over time.
Time to get.
But yeah, frustrating. We had him down and he's back up. We're going to lose the Hunter. He's going to be down next turn. At the end of this turn. Right, no melee attacks on Venom now. That's the only other thing there. No melee attacks. Does this take that guy out? It does. Okay, we'll use our heroism to take this guy out.
Come get it.
One down. Right, what else we got? There's one enemy left and he's targeting Blade. I'm not worried about that at the minute. Let's do Quick Slash. We'll take him out. No matter where we send him backwards, he's KO'd anyway.
Feel my call.
Okay. I need to do something that isn't a melee attack. So Quick Strike seems to be the only thing we can really do. Let's move Blade further away.
No running running away.
I'm repositioning, not running away. And this isn't a melee attack, so we can do this from here. And that's his bleed increased. Symbiote skin has now been removed, so now we can do a melee attack, although this isn't a melee. Let's knock him over there. If he attacks the hunter, we're in trouble, although I think the hunter's down because of bleed anyway.
You only delay our meal.
Yeah, I think the hunter's stereo KO'd because of the bleed. We can bring him back. Just means he may be injured for the next mission. Or if he's injured for the next mission, he'll be weaker for it.
Come on, Eddie. Sick.
Okay. The fact we've had Venom down is a little bit frustrating. But then this is the whole point, isn't it? If they're going to come back. Right, we need to revive the hunter. That bleed is helping. We need to attack
We sense your fear.
the vine so we can get Spiderman back in.
A sweet marinade for the feast.
We'll revive the hunter first, though.
Oh, sorry, Eddie. Think you're just picking
Okay.
up a whiff of garlic.
We have
from
nearly got
DeCarlo's.
him down.
Tell you what, call off this ending the world thing, and lunch is on me.
So, what do we do? I've got that. It's not going to take him out. But we can take out one of these as a chain. That's not a bad move. Try this. I know obviously Spider-Man's bound, but our priority, I suppose, our priority has to be taking Venom out. Right, no melee attacks now on Venom. So anything that isn't a melee we can now use still for that symbiote skin. I'm just looking at what moves we've actually got. Let's redraw that one, see what we get. Whip. That's not too bad. If we do whip on this guy and put him into Venom, let's try that. Obviously it's not a melee. Venom is now out. Is that mission done, or is he going to recover?
This is a great
No, we've
victory,
beaten him.
everyone.
Thanks for the like, much appreciated. Fallen Venom is defeated. That was a tough old fight. I think that was harder than the first time we faced Venom, but I'm assuming we're now going to recruit Spider-Man.
Mother's strength is eternal.
He will be our first character recruited. If it happens, obviously.
He fights like a damned Wendigo. Unstoppable.
Oh, he's not unstoppable. Just really annoying. Huh. Not my worst idea ever. Good afternoon, Demo Venom! Here's a special request from all of New York to you, our slobbiest invaders since Thanos. Exceptionally loud! Had to get bit by a radioactive spider with really good hearing.
I was going to say, amazing.
That's what the kids tell me. I think I'll pass out now.
Don't worry. I know a safe place.
We have recruited him. Spider-Man is now going to be part of the team by the looks of things. Two stars. We've been getting 1s and 2s. We've yet to get 3 stars. We gained 99 credits and a gamma coil, so that's upgrades we can now do. Because we lost a hero, we only gained 112 gloss. Because we lost 10 of that because we got knocked down. We finished within 9 turns, which gains a bonus as well. It doesn't tell you what the bonuses are beforehand, I don't think. I haven't seen it as of yet. But that one is done. That was a main story mission as well. So we'll head back into the Abbey. We can do a general mission the next day. I think it is 1 mission a day by the looks of things. As it's now night time. Where is he? Where's Spider-Man? Okay, we need to speak to Nico. Friendship XP of Blade has gone up, so we're close to maxing him out. There's a few people that want to talk to us looking at this. Dr. Strange wants to talk to us. Nico. Magique wants to talk to us as well. All these things I think we have to do every day. Make sure everything's done. That's the only way I think of actually making sure we get everyone fully upgraded. Currently, though, Spider-Man isn't here, so we haven't pulled him into our team. I thought we would. And Blade is 12 or 15 friendship level, so we're getting there with him. Obviously, we're still waiting for Captain Marvel and Ghost Rider to recover. Right, don't need to be the caretaker. Let's have a look who we need to speak to, shall we? And then, oh, it's going to do it for us, I think. And then back into the room. It's weird how it does that. Different heroes meet every few nights around one of the Abbey's clubs, a group interaction that can yield powerful rewards. Abbey clubs can be pursued at any pace and declined at any time, delaying them until a future date. So I think we should, for constant upgrades, we need to be doing everything every day, don't we? But since Magique wants to talk, Nico, wants to talk to us, and she's here, we might as well do that first. Then we've got Dr. Strange to speak to as well. So we're going to do this first.
Hey, Hunter! I was just looking for you. We need your assistance.
Who is we?
The Esoteric Mystical Order, specifically the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism.
That is an elaborate name.
You can blame Dr. Strange. Oh, I may have rearranged a few words so it spells out emo kids.
Tell me what you need.
Dr. Strange Magic and I are researching a crucial moment in your past, but it's probably better if we just show you. How about it? Ready to uncover one of the greatest mysteries about your life after death?
Yeah, I think we should.
Lead the way.
Let's do it!
Okay, this is our club meeting. See what rewards we gain for this when we get it done. So Magic's here, Doctor Strange, and Nico. I just heard a cat.
So, about the spell that brought you back to life. It worked better than expected, but there are some gaps.
You are talking about my death.
Exactly. The memories of your final moments might tell us how you defeated your mother 3 centuries ago. That could give us an edge this time around.
Those memories are lost.
Maybe not. We think there's a way to recover them. All you're gonna need is a mystical jumpstart.
How would that work?
Dr. Strange can explain it better than I, but if you want the abridged version, ask Magic. And when you're ready to begin the ritual, let me know.
Okay, so let's actually figure out what they're going to do first. We'll speak to Strange.
Hunter, I'm glad you're present for the inaugural meeting.
Of what, exactly?
Why, the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism. The Abbey's local...
The one thing I'm surprised by and I was expecting was a copyright claim for the music. So I've left it on. I'll turn it down a little bit, but it's left on.
So, the ritual...
And there's nothing, which is incredible. Which is good.
Regarding your resurrection, we had to meticulously reunite your corpus, or physical vessel, with your animus, or spiritual essence.
Is this relevant?
How does this relate to the ritual?
Animating your corpus was the easy part, but your essence, your thoughts, hopes, fears, and dreams, that was the slipperiest eel.
Eels?
Does the ritual require eels?
But now, with the plenary potential of Miss Minoru's Staff of One to focus Miss Rasputin's enigmatic energies, I, Dr. Strange...
The ritual?
The Sorcerer Supreme shall pluck from unreality your mislaid memory, thought lost to time and death. I shall stare those cosmic forces in their many eyes and shout, nay!
He goes on a bit, doesn't he, Dr. Strange?
The ritual. How does it work?
Didn't I just explain? I could start with the fundamental underpinnings of the multiverse theory if it would help.
I don't think we need the multiverse theory. I was going to go on, though.
Tell me what to expect.
Ah, yes. You will focus on recalling what was lost as we do everything in our power to restore it. Simple, really.
Okay. He claims it's simple. I wish I'd asked Magic, really, to be fair, but there we go.
The first part's easy. I need you to focus on your last memories before you fought Lilith.
Will this help me remember?
I can't answer that. When I start, you'll be the one making the repairs. The rest of us are here to keep you steady.
All right.
If you're ready, we can begin.
I think we're ready. Let's do it.
I am ready.
May see a bit more of his past, at least, and understand him a little bit better.
Now, Hunter, tell us what you see.
I raced through the Abbey grounds. Angry. Terrified. It is too late. We were not ready. My foot slips, but I catch myself. I run with my blades exposed. I am completely alone. The moonlight guides my path. My lungs ache. My heart pounds. I rush toward my doom. I cannot. No!
Whoa! We all saw that, right?
I have no words to describe it.
Finally.
So what did we learn?
Well, how about that? Your final moments are there, just buried deep inside.
It did not work.
Not yet, but we made progress. I'm sure we can figure out a way for you to remember more the next time.
Next time?
Heck yeah! Emo kids meet every lunar alignment, or, you know, whenever we're free on a slow night. Oh, and we need ingredients. Magic will send a list to your spark. If you bring enough, we can refine them into more.
So that's what we're going to use the
useful
objects we picked up for previously, like the chicken of the woods,
today,
mushrooms
I'll
and
be
stuff.
in touch about the next meeting. Catch you later.
Okay. Blood for Blood is a card for Nico. And Witchfire for Nico as well. You can only select one. On care, restore 20 health to Nico or an ally. Damage a random enemy on KO, recast Witchfire. We go Blood for Blood. They're both new for her. We haven't used her in a fight yet. We're going to try and use different characters in the next mission, to be fair. Right. And what have we got? We've got a thing on the heroes. Okay, Nico. So we got a new one we can put in. It's just deciding what we want to put it in for. Do we take out blood magic? Empower kind of seems a bit pointless, so we'll put blood for blood in. There we go. That's her deck done. I'm kind of ignoring the customization, to be fair. I know every hero can have a different outfit, but it doesn't bother me. Right, what do we need to do? There's no one wanting to talk to us at this point, so I think that's it.
A few more missions like that, we just might be friends.
This is the closest one we've got to a friendship level, to be fair. Don't think there's anything else.
I knew you were ready.
Don't think we can do anything in the forge either. We could go and explore the grounds. Can we go and do Gamma? No. So at night you can't go and do Gamma cores or anything like that. We could explore the grounds and see if there's somewhere new to explore, or we can go to sleep. Seems to be the way forward.
You too, Hunter. Kept people safe.
I think we'll go to sleep. Move on to the next day. Okay. As there's nothing to do for this evening, we could go and explore, but I think moving on to the next day gives us no more missions at least. I'm annoyed that Spiderman didn't come back with us. Ghost Rider has now had his injury healed, so he's back for picking up as a teammate. The plan is to do a general mission, not a story mission next, and we may not even take the Hunter. What is the post in the Superlink? Past the kitchen, so was chopping carrots. Hi everyone, be sure to welcome your friendly neighbour Spider-Man to the Midnight Suns. Okay, we've also got messages. So, ingredient list: oyster mushroom, wolfsbane skill essence. That's what we need to bring to the next meeting. That wasn't what I wanted to do, to be fair. We can also do research as well now. So that's what we need for the next meeting. What have we got?
Spider-Man would probably appreciate it if you looked in on him. I think he's quite impressed by you.
So we can check on Spider-Man. We've got upgrades to do as well. Spider-Man's right near us, so we'll go and speak to him next. So this is just over here. Everyone's got their own little room, it seems.
Who am I?
We have to speak to him before we can use him, I believe. We now have Spider-Man on the team.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, hey, Hunter. Didn't see you there. Everything's fine. This is completely normal. All the top heroes do it, I'm sure.
Do what?
Practice their hero voice. In my case, my spider voice. I figured if I was going to be teaming up with this group, I ought to up my game. Sound more, I don't know, scary, I guess.
Sound more scary. Yeah, give it a good work. Still some work to do. Keep it a good work.
Spider voice.
We'll encourage him, don't we?
Really? Did it give you pause? Strike fear in your heart as you approach the spider's lair?
It struck something.
Yes! That means a lot to me, coming from you. I don't know too many demon hunters. It's nice to get an expert opinion every now and then. And if I might add an opinion of my own, you are much nicer than Craven.
There are some name drops that not a lot of people are going to know, I think, like Craven.
For what? And by the way, does this thanks also
But yeah, there's
involve
definitely a few name
pizza?
drops in here.
I have to say, battling Eddie always works up the appetite.
If I were to acquire this pizza, who would I give it to? Your identity remains a mystery to us all.
Oh, you want to meet the Spider-Man beneath the mask? Sorry, that's a no-go. My true identity is a closely guarded secret. Not even MJ or Aunt May know for... Wait. I see what you're doing there. Sorry, Hunter, the mask's gotta stay on. I hope that's not gonna make things weird between us.
I'm assuming at some point you'll take the mask off if you grow your friendship level. It's your decision to make.
I am sure you will reach the proper decision on your own eventually.
Oh, the proper decision? You mean I tell you who I am?
I do not want to pressure you one way or the other.
Boy, we barely know each other and you're already playing the mind games. I'd love to get you in a room with Mysterio.
I know this is not easy for you, Spider-Man. The people here are very different from one another. They do not always see eye to eye. But one thing I can say in truth is that I trust them with my very lives.
Wait, did you just say lives, as in plural?
Yeah.
Yes.
I am really gonna enjoy getting to know you, Hunter.
And we would enjoy getting to know you. The real you.
Listen, let me think it over, alright?
I'm guessing you will take it off
decision.
at some point and tell us the true
meditate
identity.
on it. Check my horoscope. Roll it around in my head, and maybe we'll talk soon. Cool? Cool.
There we go.
I really need to think this over.
So we've got a few things complete we can go and collect and do some upgrades as well now. So the hero op is also complete. The forge, we've got a gamma coil we can now research and see what we get from that. The research is also complete here, I believe, as well.
I just hope this is what you were expecting,
Yep,
Hunter.
supernatural fabrication complete. We can craft powerful single-use combat items now. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. Way of the Fang we can now do as well. Spend moves to knock back enemies in combat. It's training dummies this is going to give us. We need to level this up to get any more. So we'll do this one since we can. So research and progress. Let's have a look at our forge upgrades. It's going to cost us 100 coins. So we'll make that done.
A strong aura surrounds us.
An item bench. Let's have a look at that and see what we can do with that. Research.
The research is progressing well, but we need a bit more time.
Yeah, we can't do anything until we're higher level there. But we can. We have got a gamma coil.
Let's get to work.
Have a look at it. And now this is upgraded. We get 4 choices, and we can take 2 of them.
You're welcome, Hunter.
So Holy Flame. That's a new one, I believe. Make and bleed with that's Blade's card we've used a few times. I think that's new. Yes, it is. It says actually. It says it's new. And another blade. So what do we want to pick up? We can obviously, if we use Make them bleed with quick strike. It means we can do an upgrade and make them more powerful. Or we take the new moves. I think we should take the new move. I think Holy Flame for the Hunter. Forceful knockback towards Spiderman. I don't think that really makes a difference. Let's do that one. See what the upgrade is. Okay, so that's everything done at the forge. We can go to the item bench now. I don't know what this costs to make stuff, so we'll have to have a look. The item bench can be used to craft powerful combat items for the heroes. Combat items can be powerful effects used in combat, and they do not cost a card play. Combat items are consumed on use and make sure to restock between missions. Battlefield scanner, draw 2 free cards. So it depends what you craft, depends how much it costs. A skill essence, gain 1 redraw for free. That doesn't bother me as much, I don't use it that often. Select the hero to taunt an enemy. Select the hero to cure. That's not a bad one to have. And it will cost us 10 skill essence. We've got 54. So we'll craft that one.
This should be useful.
Trophy achieved, might need pockets. I don't know how many we're allowed to take, to be fair. I think I'll leave our heroic essence for the minute, in terms of battlefield scanner. How many can we take? I'm going to do another one.
This will do nicely.
There we go, that's 2. That's all we can own. We can only have 2 of the same by the looks of it. Out of stock for 2 days. Okay. I think I'll do for the minute. Okay. Now we can head into the war room and see what happens with Captain Marvel's mission.
Of course, Carol. I'll run the data immediately.
See what we got. She'll finish her talk first. Oh no, we can interact.
I meant process my findings. This coil of yours is no simple substance. There's no one-click option.
Bruce and Carol Danvers having a quick conversation.
Back to me as soon as you can.
You'll be the first I call.
I do like let them finish their conversations. Okay.
Everything by the numbers.
So we gained a reward, which is 1 step ahead, which is a move for Captain Marvel. Operation successful. Captain Marvel did it. Summary: after arriving at the meet, sounds of a commotion led Captain Marvel to a nearby rooftop, where what appeared to be actual ninjas had surrounded Daredevil. So Captain Marvel went to help Daredevil. He was grateful to Captain Marvel for helping drive them off, and they spent the rest of the evening running a tandem patrol. We now have eyes on 2 confirmed smuggling routes and a local partner who wants Hydra out of his neighbourhood. Nice.
Stay out of trouble.
Have you ever played Xbox? Yeah, I played Xbox years ago, to be fair. I plan on getting one in the future as well, so we have more choice of what we can play. Yeah, I've played Xbox. The Hunter now has a chance to earn compliments, which can be spent to praise other heroes. After completing certain actions in the Abbey, research projects hero up and research a new training level in the yard. Complimenting a hero will increase their friendship with the Hunter, whether complimenting the same hero gain a short period of time until convention returns. Okay, so we've got to share out a compliment. Can we send someone on a mission? There's no hero ops.
Thanks,
okay.
Hunter.
Right, let's speak to Captain Marvel.
Something amiss, Captain?
Nope, nothing. Just Bruce being Bruce.
We're now going to go and speak to everyone, do upgrades, training,
really glad we got
and then we'll go
Spider-Man
for a
back,
mission,
Hunter.
I think, by the looks of things.
Not sure if you've noticed it, but these end-of-days scenarios really tend to put a
I need
damper on
Wolverine. That's who I want to recruit.
It's
Wolverine.
nice to get a solid win, you know?
I don't know how many different characters are in this. There were no small victories.
Every victory we have inches us closer to stopping Lilith. And every life we save.
We'll do a general mission next, not a story mission, and we'll use everyone. We'll use different people we haven't used yet. We won't take the Hunter.
Which is a good thing, now that we know Hydra has been augmenting their soldiers with this radioactive green gamma shampoo. We're gonna need all the help we can get. Speaking of helping, should probably get back to it. There's a certain special Hydra mad scientist out there whose face is just begging for a smacking. And these gamma signatures of his don't seem to want to analyze themselves. Talk to you later.
Okay. She's busy at work then. Okay, who else do we need to speak to? I know we've got upgrades to do. Magic is waiting to speak to us. I think that's the only one looking at that. Before we speak to Magic, we may do our upgrades first. So, what do we got here? Upgrade abilities. Blade's got an ability we can upgrade. These do cost us, that's going to be 30 skill essence. Draw 2 cards instead of 1, and next 3 damage cards apply 2 bleed. That is actually a brilliant upgrade for him. So let's do that.
We need any advantage we can get.
That's a really good one. What do we need for her upgrade? So we need more skill essence now before we can do Nico's upgrade. So I have to hold off on that. We are spending a lot of what we get quite quickly, so we've got to be aware of this. Heroes may only spar once every 4 days. Who can we spar with now? And whoever we spar with, we'll take into the next mission, I think, is the plan. Let's spar with... Do you know what? Let's spar with Nico, and we'll take her in. She's going to be used in the next mission anyway.
Ooh, now I see what I'll do.
So, training XP gained, free friendship XP, and rare combat bonus gained free fast at mission start. Okay, I think that's everything we can do there. I think Magique was the one that wants to talk to us, isn't she? She's over here. So we'll quickly speak to Magique, and then we'll hopefully pick a general mission, not a story mission. She wants us to help her. I wonder what she needs. My Spider-Man is level 5. We've only just recruited him though. So he's level 5 at the minute. She's still injured. Why have we got edit deck? Oh, we've gained 1 step ahead, that's why. Do we want to put 1 step ahead in for something? Let's take out Photon Beam and put in... Oh, we can't use 1 step ahead because we've... Okay. We can take out one of the 1 steps ahead. This one is a plus, so that's why we have to put it in separately. Draw 4 cards instead. I'm not going to salvage it because we can in theory upgrade the other 1 step ahead. That's her done. Her combat outfit. Have we gained a new combat outfit for her then? Yeah, Marvel and medieval Marvel. I don't see the point in changing outfits. I really don't. What have we gained? Okay, we got edit deck. What have we got here? So Holy Flame and Dark Heal. So we need to put Holy Flame in for something ideally. What do I want to put it in for? We'll take out Slash and put in Holy Flame. And customization, we've gained a few outfits for him. Emo kids. I don't see the point of a lot of this. I just don't like the marker showing up to say we haven't looked. Okay, done. Right, let's speak to Magique and see what she needs. There's no ability upgrade in the yard, but I think we need more points. But yeah, level 5 because we've only just upgraded. We've only just got him, to be fair. Although he did tell us that all the heroes upgrade automatically behind us if we get too far ahead of them as well.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Magique looks pensive as you approach her. Before all these new people showed up, I do not think I felt so different. Now I see how some look at me, like I'm scary or weird. Magique, if anyone says a word to you, will show them what scary looks like. We gain 3 Hunter Dark Balance and 6 Magic Friendship XP. The other choices, I haven't heard anything like that. Forget and come train with me. We get 2 Magic Friendship XP and 12 Attack Essence. Okay. I don't know which way to go for. Obviously Dark Balance. We get more Friendship XP for that one, but we gain Attack Essence, and Essence is what we need to upgrade things, so we'll go for Essence.
Thanks, Hunter.
Okay. So on the map now, I don't think there's anyone to talk to, by the looks of it. So we'll go for a mission. It does say we can still upgrade something. We'll have a quick check. I don't think we've got the Essence to upgrade. Essence required to upgrade abilities. Essence is obtained by salvaging cards. Salvage a card will grant Essence of the corresponding type. Essence can be earned by studying artifacts with Dr. Strange in the Forge.
I think we've got something
and an
for
occasional
everyone.
mission reward. So we need skill Essence to upgrade her move. Kind of what I expected. The Hunter's move that can be upgraded is Slash. We need Attack Essence. So we've got to hold off on any of those for the minute. And we've already trained today. So we're going to go to the war room and we're going to select a general mission. We've got quite a few now. Wow, okay, fair enough. We're not going to take the Hunter, is my thinking. We gain credits there, we gain intel cash there. Credits, the problem with credits, we need credits for training. So we do need to keep making sure we get some. Supply run. The bill requires a general mission to be completed. Okay. So that, I'm assuming, is a story mission. We can't do it yet. We need a general mission. Let's go and we're going to take Nico, weren't we? So let's take Nico's supply run. Gamma core and artifact. Doesn't mean we may not have enough credits for training. But let's do that. The mission has a hero challenge available if purchase with intel, an optional objective of bonus ores will be activated for the combat mission. Play 4 abilities with roulette or random targets. I don't think we can... Roulette or random targets. I don't think that's going to really make a difference. We gain credits. Do you know what? Let's do it. We're going to play 4 abilities with roulette or random targets. So we'll activate that as well. It's all up. We need the credits for rewards for training, so we've got to try and activate everything. So I can I take the hunter out? I can. Okay, we're not taking the hunter into this. The reason for that is I thought we'd give him a rest and try people we've not used. So we'll take Magic is someone else we've not used. Who do we want with her? Ghost Rider got injured in the last fight. Should we take Ghost Rider? Give the 3 youngsters a go. Let's give the 3 youngsters a mission together, shall we? I don't know what happens with the friendship XP, whether we still gain it or not, if we're not in the fight with them. But 3 youngsters going into a mission on their own, I think, is a good shout. See what they're made of. They were the original Midnight Suns. I think the general missions Hunter has to go, and story missions, but the general ones we don't. Okay, that's to recover supplies. Got to break protection to gain it.
Everything going on, Hydra is still attempting to smuggle artifacts right under our noses.
Remember, we need to use 4 roulette moves.
We have a chance here to get a couple of them back.
The hero challenge is enabled to this mission. Complete the active challenge to collect rewards at the end of the mission. With unpredictable staff of 1, many of Nico's abilities may have random effects. These effects are determined when the ability card is drawn and are indicated by the roulette key. Using a limbo portal ability, Magic can place a portal anywhere on the map. Once the portal is placed, the next magic ability with the knockback effect will knock the enemy through the portal. The portal will close and be removed from the map once the enemy has been sent through. So a lot of these characters we've not used. Ghost Rider we have used previously. Using the we don't need to use the combat item, but we can when we need to. It's a heal we've got on us.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
Play Nico abilities of roulette or random targets times 4. So Nico's the one we've got to focus on a little bit here. So blood magic. Is one of her ones with the roulette ability. Lash. Okay, let's start with blood magic then. Obviously we want the bonus award, so we need to make sure we're using her moves.
This has gotta help.
That's one done. Okay, can't use Hell Ride, we need another move done first. We've got knockback and quick. Let's try magic with that. We can't knock him into anything, can we? This guy can't be knocked back. I think I'm going to attack him from a different direction, I think. Could try that on him and knock him into there, to be fair.
You will leave this world alone and forgotten.
Okay. So now we can use Hell Ride, which I think he was. I want that guy, because he's guarding the artifact. So let's go for him. Taking the shield down, so we can recover the artifact next turn. We can't do it this turn, we're out of card place. We can still move, but I don't think we need to, really. So let's go.
By her command. Nothing will be forgotten.
We're obviously going to get hurt, so that's fine. It's going to be aware of how much damage we're taking. More enemies have turned up by the looks of things. Now Majik is vulnerable, that's a bit worrying. Oh wow, one punch knocked out Majik. Is it Majik that's out? No. Did he knock one of his own guys out? He knocked one of his own guys out, to be fair. Right, this guy's going to explode, so these two need to move.
About to move out. You're running out of time.
Okay, we can recover the artifact. We can do that now. Who do we want to recover it? Nico is probably the one we want out. We can move Majik in a minute. Majik needs to heal. Let's actually use Majik to go and get the recover artifact. That gets her out of that detonation zone anyway. That's the artifact gained. There's still it says another supply. We've got a second one we're going to have to do in a minute. Okay, what have we got? Swarm, that's roulette. And we're trying to use moves that will do the extra challenge so we get bonus rewards.
Here we go.
Okay, we know the other guy's going to explode. We've got blood for blood. Which, really, I want to restore health to an ally, really, but I think that's the right... There's no point taking him out, he's going to explode anyway. All of these will go out in one, whoever we attack. I want someone who's attacking Majik, don't I, really, because that's where the damage is going to be, but I don't think anyone is attacking Majik. Majik's symbol is... Yeah, no one's attacking Majik from what I can see, so actually it doesn't matter who we attack here. Okay, we healed ourselves. I was hoping randomly it would heal Majik.
The job done.
Okay, we have still got to move. So I wonder if Majik can jump over this. She can, but she's in the wrong kind of area to do so. I think we can line this up. If we move her there, we can then use our one heroic, jump over this, and knock him back. It's quite nice using different characters. They aren't the ones we've used that much previously as well. I really do like that. So we can still use Portal. It is free. We can use a portal to knock people into. We can select the location. Let's do that. That's a decent sized portal, isn't it? And I think that's us done.
Smooth sailing so
Majik's the worry because she's low health. Everyone else seems okay. We're out of the explosion range. Ghost Rider doesn't take hits very well. He gets hurt really easily. Nico's just healed, so it'll be fine. Okay, more reinforcements incoming. So the big thing for us now is obviously Majik is low health. We'll strengthen one of their own as well. And we still need to do one more roulette move for Nico, and that will be the challenge done. So blood magic is what we need to do, I think. I'm looking at who's going after Nico as well because she's low health. We can recover supplies, but we need to make sure we do that in a second. So let's do this. Oh, can I only select ourselves? Apply 2 strengthened to her or an ally. Let's do this one.
Here you go.
I'm a little bit close to the portal, that's what I didn't really want, but that gives us strengthened.
I'll remember this.
There we go, so that's a challenge complete at least. So we know we're going to get that back in a little while. We'll recover supplies now as well. Mainly because I want to move Nico out of the way of that portal, to be fair. Supply crate's been recovered, so now we just need to defeat the enemies.
But why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Okay. Create a drop with increased chance to carry enemies for 2 turns. Chain 2, lifesteal. Give a drain soul cards plus 1 chain and 1 heroism. Okay, I'm thinking the ones that are attacking Magic are going to be the ones that we need to take out. So, soul drain on this guy and this guy. It won't fully knock the other one out. But I think that's the right thing to try and do.
Has chosen you.
And he gains health as well, which is always a bonus.
Good one.
Okay. Other than moving, there's not much more we can do. I'm just thinking, is there anything we can utilise to take this guy out, really? But I don't think there is. His offence is increased by 50% for 1 turn, which isn't what we need. The only thing we can do is move the crate if we want to use the heroism, but I think that's all we can do. I can heal Magic, to be fair. We have got a heal item. I think we'll hold off for a second. Hopefully she can take the hit. We've done the objective, we've done the challenge. We just now need to take everyone out and survive. Okay, she's okay. I thought she was going to take more damage than that, so that's not too bad. That's okay. Yeah, that was a bit of a hit. Okay. He's going to explode, so we need to move everyone out of the way.
In good condition.
Okay. Magic is now low health, and she will be taken out of the game if we don't do something there. Forceful knockback. We can knock this person into the portal with her forceful knockback. Which is this. Well, it's not going into the portal. I thought it would, but it's not. And it won't take them out. Let's see what happens. Oh, it is into the portal. So I wondered why... Ah, there we go. That's what it does. I didn't know that's how it worked, but that's quite cool.
I have no respect for mindless
May need to use her item to heal her in a second. What's gather? Damage and move enemy in its area toward its centre. We do that, we could put them in the explosion zone. Oh, we can't. There's no way of moving them across. I was going to say we could potentially put them all in the... Well, that will do some damage. We take 3 out? We can take 4 out in 1 there. Let's do gather. It takes 4 out in 1. Thanks for the like, Willows. Much appreciated. That's a bonus. 4 enemies out in 1. That's a good hit. Okay. We still need to get Nico out of that where she is. I can just move if we don't want to use her move, to be fair. We can just not... I don't think we can knock that guy out, can we? Let's move Nico, because I want her out of that blast zone. This guy won't attack this turn either, because obviously he's doing his blast. What we can do, if we go to Ghost Rider, and go to Hellmouth... That won't take him out though, will it, immediately? No, I think we need to take this out. So what have we got? Soul Blast, Curse. I think Soul Blast is the only one that's going to do real damage. We'll knock him out, so let's do that. Doesn't matter where he falls back to. So the only guy left for us to defeat, now we've done everything else, is the guy who's about to explode. So we don't need to worry about him. So that's our turn done. I'm not going to heal because we should be finished in a second, this mission. Sheriff, good morning, how are you? Okay, 1 attack should knock him out now. I think we're good to go.
I am out of the fight.
I won't knock him out. I thought 1 attack would knock him out, but it's not. Let's see what else we've got. Change the cost of... that doesn't help us. Curse. Yeah, none of these actually do any of the damage we need, annoyingly. I think 2 curses will.
This usually works.
So he is stunned as well, so he won't attack us anyway, but we want to knock him out this turn if we can. That will knock him out, and that should be mission complete with the optional challenge done as well. So how are you this morning, Sheriff?
I'd say that was a very successful outing.
I'd say it was a successful mission as well, to be fair. Pretty happy with that. Two stars, we'll take it. That's the most we've received before as well. We gained the challenge awards of 27 credits. We gained another 27 credits for the loot and the artifact. We gained the gamma core and 75 gloss. I think we did quite well on that, to be fair. For using 3 characters we hadn't really used before. We'd used Ghost Rider previously and found he gets hurt quite easily. Other than that, we hadn't really used Nico and Magique. So it's quite nice to use these different characters. And now research progress has helped as well with that. Okay, we've got to speak to different people here now. Join a hangout, and we've got to speak to Spiderman and Nico. So let's speak to Nico first. We haven't complimented anyone yet either.
This time.
I'm trying to get at least one character upper level with friendship, and I'm thinking Blade because he's the closest. We go to heroes. Blade is the closest one, so maybe we compliment Blade. Well, they're saying that Iron Man's 12. Nico is 10. Right, let's speak to Nico, see what she needs.
Hunter, I need your help. Magic's birthday is coming up. I want to throw her a surprise party, but I can't do it alone.
What's a surprise party?
I have no idea what that is.
We've been asleep for
Right.
ages.
I bet that meant musket ambush in your time. On Magic's birthday, everyone else will hide in a room. When I lead her there, you jump out and shout, "Surprise!" Then we eat cake.
You got to know how old Nico actually is, especially when she was part of the Runaways. Interesting. I'm in.
Times have certainly changed. What can I do to help?
If you could get the other Midnight Suns on board, it would take a huge weight off my shoulders.
Why not ask them yourself?
Do you really need me to do this?
I don't, but I want them to see more of what I see. That you're part of the team. It'll mean a lot coming from you.
What about the Avengers?
Should I mention this to Tony, Carol, and the others?
I don't know if they can keep a secret. I'm not even sure if I'll tell them about the party until that night. Oh, but I should probably invite Spider-Man. He seems like he'd really get into it.
Okay.
All right. Let me know what you want.
It's quite nice. It's quite nice going from a fight back into the talking and the story.
Sounds good.
I like that change in pace.
Do you have any questions?
I can understand now why it's about a 70-hour playthrough. Why throw a surprise party?
Why the surprise? Why not a normal birthday party?
It'll be fun! All your friends showing up at once to wish you the best. Doesn't that sound fun to you?
I can tell you're a big fan of them.
Sounds like you really like surprise parties.
Of course.
Gain some friendship, that's a bonus.
Younger, back when I thought I was
That's why it's good to
normal
talk to everyone we
family.
possibly can each time we get a chance to.
You do not often speak about that time in your life.
Why would I want to? It was a childhood of happy memories before my quite literally evil parents.
Yeah, you need to
pulled
watch
the
The
rug out
Runaways
from
if you don't know much about Nico.
But those parties... My parents weren't throwing them to appease their dark gods. They wanted me to have the happiest birthday.
Okay, did you pick a location?
Where are we going to have the party?
I'm still scouting locations, but somewhere inside the Abbey. We'll make it work.
We can ask more.
Why the surprise? Why not a normal
They normally grey out when you've asked everything.
I already told you, surprise parties are a lot of fun. What more do you need than that on
It
your
means
birthday?
we've obviously got something else we can ask. Oh, no, that's it. Okay.
That is all I had. I'm good for now.
So we need to go around and invite people
I'm
to this
good
party.
if you're good. Thanks for this, Hunter.
We also need to do a hangout event, which will gain friendship. We need to compliment someone. We need to speak to Spider-Man as well. So, oh wow, okay.
And so you actually slept in that thing.
That was probably a mistake. I kept having dreams that I was swallowed by Sandman.
There's so much
That's,
name dropping of
actually
other characters within the Marvel universe.
Look, man, I get it. It's not a decision to take lightly. I struggled with it for a while myself.
And in terms of bosses, we've
changed
fought
your
Venom
mind?
twice. I'm wondering
I
who's the
guess
next
I
one we're going to fight
finally
is.
started trusting these fools. They may be a little crazy, but they're like family.
And what about your real family? Don't you worry about what could happen?
They're back in LA. Much as my kid brother Gabe would love this place, they don't know a thing. Whatever happens here never gets back there. To be honest, I don't even think we're in the same dimension.
I would say every character we've
what?
met so far and talked to
Never
and
mind
spent
that.
time with and
Point
learned
is,
about,
this is a
I
safe
think they're
place
played
with
or
good
portrayed
people.
really well.
If there's anyone who can keep a secret, it's them. Sort of comes with the territory of being a midnight sun. Most of our lives weren't sunshine and candy before Caretaker recruited us. And now we've got a gigantic demonically powered pizza oven in the forge.
Pizza oven.
Excuse me, would you... Hey man, it's okay. We can talk about something else if you want.
Yes, please stay.
Can't. Got something I need to do.
Okay, Spider-Man seemed a bit weird there. We have to go and speak to him in a
I had
minute.
him with the pizza thing.
What is it with you both and pizza?
Okay, you wanted it, you got it.
He's done it.
What?
He's taking the mask off.
I give you, by popular demand, the man
Peter
underneath
Parker.
the mask.
Peter Parker from Forest Hills, Queens. Nice to see you finally ditched the Spider-Face doily, Peter. We're all friends here. You got our attention, so what do you got to say, Petey?
Hi?
Peter Parker is now being himself around the Abbey.
After all that build-up, I hope I didn't disappoint anybody. I mean, I can't shoot laser beams, light my skull on fire, or glow like the sun. Like Tony said, outside of the costume, I'm just boring old Peter Parker. I don't even have a cool screen name.
You've impressed me already. Neither do I. The only thing that matters is if you win. I think we're happy
I've
with him.
seen you in battle with Venom.
He did pretty well against Venom.
Believe me when I say you are anything but boring.
Aw, thanks.
I think we're going to end up more against
Jeez,
across
Hunter,
the
you trying to
light
make me
path
blush?
of the way it's going.
I did not realize you embarrassed so easily.
Oh yeah, I actually surprise myself at the things that embarrass me. Speaking of, now that we took care of the giant radioactive spider elephant in the room, we might as well get to know one another. If there's anything else you're curious to know about me, ask away. I'm apparently an open book now. So what do you say, Hunter? Care to step inside this Spider-Verse?
Step inside the Spider-Verse. Okay. Some of these we're going to know for if you know Spider-Man's story. But we'll ask them so we understand them in the game.
I have encountered werewolves, half-vampires, dragon men, but I have never encountered a Spider-Man before. There must be quite a story about how you became this way.
It's actually not the most epic story. Sort of a field trip gone wrong scenario, if you get me.
I do not.
Well, a small irradiated spider bit me while I was working up the nerve to ask Mary Jane Watson if she'd like to check out the Pym particle exhibit at the Empire State Museum. Next thing I know, the high-energy photons injected into my bloodstream started altering my genomic sequence. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction, and then I started climbing up the walls. I told my Aunt May it was late-onset puberty. She, believed me for some reason. So, how about you? Get bit by a radioactive hunter or something?
I was born a hunter.
My mother is the harbinger of a dark god. A normal life was never in the cards for me.
Yeesh. I thought high school was hard to deal with. That's gotta be a heavy load to carry.
It is not always easy. You do not seem like a typical Avenger.
Avenger? Me? Oh, no. Between my double major at Empire State, taking photos for the Bugle, and, you know, the whole protecting the neighborhood thing, who has the time? Besides, they haven't asked me to join them. Yet, of course. What about you? How's this whole Midnight Sun thing work? You like the captain or something?
We're a team first and foremost. It's my destiny to lead them. I believe that falls to Caretaker. I believe that falls to the Caretaker.
Caretaker has always handled the strategy. I prefer a more hands-on approach.
Hey, whatever works for you. But if I'm honest, Hunter, I saw the way the others looked at you during the fight. Maybe you're more of a leader than you think.
When did you start Spider-Manning?
And just how many years has there been a Spider-Verse?
Oh, you mean how long have I been doing this? A few years now. You should have seen the original suit. Might still have it lying around the dorm somewhere. Makes a great blanket. How about you? How long have you been hunting?
It's not the years that matter.
I learned to stop counting the years long ago. I much prefer to count the number of Lilin fallen by my hand.
Yeesh. You must have some interesting birthday parties.
What's the story of you and Venom?
This Venom creature's obsession with you is strong enough to overcome my mother's call. Until now, I thought that impossible.
It's, complicated. Eddie, the guy underneath the giant oozing mouth, was a reporter with me at the Bugle a while back. I may have ruined his career by exposing a phony source of his on this big murder case. This, of course, led him to the alien symbiote that had secretly bonded with me after my original suit was trashed on Battleworld. We can talk about that little adventure later. Long story short, I thought I had eradicated the suit with a giant church bell. Before I knew it was alive, of course. Anywho, the alien symbiote decided to merge with Eddie, and the two have been hunting me down ever since. It's your basic, simple misunderstanding, right? Well, I guess every superhero needs a super nemesis. Venom is mine. Must be tough having your own mom be yours, huh?
It is my duty to stop her.
Lilith made her choice long ago, though it pains me to say this. She is no longer my mother, but another monster to slay.
That's a hard way to look at it. When I see Venom, all I can see is Eddie. And the symbiote that saved my life on a few occasions.
Perhaps that is what Lilith is counting on.
Look, I get it. The monster that looks like your friend is still a monster. I watch plenty of zombie movies, okay? Still doesn't mean you have to become that which you were hunting, if you ask me. I knew that philosophy minor was going to pay off.
I should be on my way. So that's everything done with Peter.
I should be going.
We've learned a lot more about him, his past, and how he came to be.
For both of us? Gotta thank you too, Hunter. I was sort of holding back before. You know, didn't want to be a chatty Charlie. But now the floodgates are open. Let the real Peter Parker flow through. Anyway, you gotta go. I'll talk to you soon.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Okay, there's a few things we need to do before we sleep for the night.
Chatting with you, Hunter.
There's people we can join for a hangout, we can talk to. I want to compliment someone, although, actually, no, we haven't got the option to compliment anymore.
Hey, you.
What's happening, Hunter? Technically,
so talk doesn't work, so we've got to pick someone who we want to hang out with, which will increase our friendship level. So my ideal one, I think, would be Blade, because that should get us to level 2. Agatha also wants to talk to us as well. Let's do the hangout event first. I want to get someone to level 1 friendship.
Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of
We can play video games, we can reading by the fire, or we can play cards. He's reading currently, so I'm assuming he wants to read. Let's do that one. I want to get someone to friendship level 1. We've got to get someone there, and we're close to a couple. Blade is one of the best ones to
the
make.
end of the world is really messing up my travel plans.
Where did you plan to go?
All over the place. Calcutta, Vladivostok, Cape Town, Perth. Maybe swing through Transia on the way back.
Sounds like hunting expedition.
I see. You are going to these places to hunt vampires.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. It's not the primary reason, but yes, it might happen.
And why do you want to travel?
I was hoping we could still compliment someone, so we need to compliment earlier on before the mission, I think. Because now we can't compliment anyone according to what it's telling us.
So you think you're clever for guessing the professional vampire hunter wants to hunt more vampires?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
You need to stop hanging around Parker.
There we go, friendship level done, 6 friendship gained. That should be a level 1. That should be our first character to level 1 friendship. Level up pending. So, how do we level them up? It also tells you a little biography of animal, which is quite cool. It also tells you how to use them in battles. So how Blade excels at dealing damage, especially damage over time, for his ability to apply the bleeding effect. So it tells you all about them and how they can be used as well, which I like, and their affiliations. There's quite a lot of detail there then. But yeah, the actual health, the friendship level pending. I don't know why that's pending. To be fair, I don't plan on changing his outfits, but I'm just having a quick look at what they are. Okay, so it is pending. So at least that's done.
Konnichiwa,
Oh, we can
Lingo.
still compliment someone. Let's compliment Nico. We haven't done it to anyone yet.
That jacket you wear looks comfortable and yet gives off an air of security.
Whoa, thank you. You're the best.
Okay, so Nico's now gained some friendship level. We want to do at least one person a day to keep the friendship going. So her level up for friendship is pending as well. It may just be we have to sleep and that will level up. Right, I think it's Agatha wants to speak to us. She's the only one that wants to. So Agatha Harkness in the library. She's through here.
You've been doing well out there, kiddo. And you're making an impression on your teammates. Make sure you let them know how you feel about their efforts, too. They'll appreciate a kind word from the legendary Hunter.
Okay. So I want to make sure we clear everyone we can talk to each in-game day to gain the maximum of everything we can. Right, to speak to Agatha?
You are welcome to attend Ileana's surprise party.
As much as I would enjoy that, my presence unsettles those incapable of perceiving me. I'll celebrate from afar.
So you will be there in spirit?
Oh, Hunter, how I've missed your wit.
Okay, I think that's everyone spoken to.
You feeling all right?
We've done a mission today already, so I think it is sleep time. I don't think there's much else we can do. So we may as well go to sleep and go into the next day. I think that is everything done, other than exploring the grounds. So let's go to sleep and then move on to the next day. We'll have another mission to do, whether it's main story or general mission. Captain Marvel's back for her injury as well. And then we've got artifact to do. We've got a coil to do, to research. That will give us new things as well. Private Superlink message by Blade. Okay, let's have a look. Until it's good to hang out. We need to talk privately. Let me know when you have a few. Okay.
Been watching the way you handle
Go
yourself
speak
out
to
there, Hunter.
Blade. I think this
You're
will
not
level up
bad.
our friendship.
I was thinking maybe it's time you and I compare moves.
Insanity, good morning. How are you?
Combat?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
More
I'm
like
really
a
enjoying it. But then I think if you know enough about Marvel already, I think that helps. There's a lot of name dropping. Oh, you're a big Marvel fan. The game is putting you off. There's a lot of talking. It's quite slow paced, especially when you're in your base, you're at the Abbey. But you learn a lot of history about each character. So the pacing's quite slow. If you stick with us for another 20 minutes or so, we'll go and do a mission and you'll see the combat side of things. Combat side of things is quite tactical, strategic. But it's quite a slow pace. Which, if you're into Marvel, may suit you. For me, I'm enjoying it. But I don't think it's going to suit everyone, just because of the pacing of it. The story itself and talking to each character, learning their backstory, learning a lot more about them is quite interesting.
A friendly competition, you say?
So I think this is to level up Blade to friendship level 1.
Has less of a ring to it.
But how are you, Insanity?
Blade.
How about we just fight already?
Before we begin, is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, anything goes. Just don't touch the shades.
Don't touch the slaves.
Now you want to say it?
We've just recruited Spiderman. That's
Say
the only.
what?
That's the first person we managed to recruit that wasn't already in Midnight Suns as well. Trophy achieved. Are you on Superlink? We've now got a friendship level 1 with Blade. We've got Steel Wind, which is a rare palette, which is a colour scheme. Blade Hangout rewards are now unlocked. The Hunters increased their friendship level with a hero. Reaching new friendship levels will unlock powerful gameplay rewards for that hero. Friendship levels also grant new cosmetic rewards that can change the appearance of the hero in combat. I'm not interested in cosmetics. It's just never been my thing. But we are getting the looks of things. Nico also wants to talk to us. No, she wants to go and talk to Robbie. Okay, we need to go. We need to speak to Robbie at some point there. I think that's all we can do there. So, who needs to speak to us? We've got to do upgrades research, and Captain Marvel wants to speak to us, and we need to speak to Ghost Rider as well. So, talk to Robbie about Magic's birthday party.
Don't tell me to calm
Looks like we're going to do it in a
Robbie.
second, to be
the
fair.
others are in there with freaking caretaker.
Looks a good
planning
vibe.
their
I tried
next
X
move
on Moderna and the
against
patience for it.
and they're
Marvel, I'll
totally
take the time to
leaving
make
us
a
out.
decision.
Again.
This is
Avengers, the Midnight
we're
Suns could be a nice
talking
change.
about, right?
Yeah, Avengers
They're
was a good
heroes.
game, but once you kind of got through the story, though, it kind of slowed so much down and became a grind fest. That was my issue with Marvel Avengers. I enjoyed it.
Got you there.
While there was story to do. Once the story's all done, it just becomes a grind fest, and I don't enjoy grinding, so I
Look,
got
Doc's
bored
a
of
good
it very
guy,
quickly.
okay? He's patched up a spider knee or two since I
I
started
don't
this
mind
thing.
the pacing of this, but I think a
Claiming
lot of
pumpkin
people
bombs
will
are
get
not exactly
frustrated
covered by insurance.
with the pacing.
I would not trust him to patch a tire.
They move into our home, take it over, and then have the nerve to leave us out of every single damn decision that affects us.
So the young Midnight Suns
You
are
two
annoyed
wanna
with the
cozy up
Avengers
to
being
Mr.
here
Stark
and
and
taking
Dr.
over.
Strange, go right ahead. Me, I'll be outside. Most of the air's been sucked up from here already.
Although Blade's in with them. I wouldn't call him young, to be fair. Okay, we still need to speak to Ghost Rider as well about the party. Blade's got a question, so we'll speak to Blade in a second. But before we do any of that, let's do some upgrades and get research done. So each in-game day, you've got certain things you can do to upgrade and get more powerful, more moves. We've completed our research, so the Way of the Fang has been completed. We now have training dummies. Research level must be increased before additional research projects can be started. It's increased by studying artifacts with Dr. Strange. Okay. So we can't do any more research now until we get to level 2, because we're currently blocked. So what we need to do is do a mission where we get an artifact as a reward. Did we get one in the last mission? We did. So actually this may level us up.
I should be aware of.
Let's study this artifact and see if it's enough to raise us to level 2. We gained this from the last mission we did. We gained some essence which will help. We gained a blueprint as well.
Look interesting, at least.
And a knife of Wakanda. Research is up to level 2, so now we can do research again. So we've got to make sure we're always doing missions, or trying to do missions as much as we can that have artifacts. Artifacts increase research, gamma coils increase character moves. So research now. What do we want to research? We're going to research 1 actually. We need to craft 5 combat items before we get that one. Bloodborne, we need to... What do we need to do for that? Upgrade 2... Oh, another blade ability. We've already done 1. We need 1 more. But we can do the old one too. This will take a day to research, which is fine. We completed the mission with Spiderman. And this will give us a yard schematic of teamwork tactics. So we'll research that. It doesn't cost anything.
Alright, let's get started, Dr.
This is a full turn-based RPG. Build up character skills and unlock them abilities and weapons. Yeah, no, yeah, it is, yeah. So you spend time in the Abbey, which is the story-based side, learning about all the different characters. That's all in the Abbey. You go to the war table, there's story missions, there's general missions, and it's turn-based combat once you go out. The only criticism I have with combat is there's no real flying. It's all on one level, it seems, so far. We haven't seen anything other. We fought Venom twice, so that's a pretty tough fight. But it's very strategic and tactical, which I like, that kind of thing. It just depends if you like the pacing or not.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work.
So we can analyse the coil, and this hopefully will give us some new combat mechanics for different people. Let's have a look. So we've got 4 abilities revealed, and we can take 2 of these away. The other 2 will be lost. So Blood Magic for Magic, Hell Ride for Ghost Rider, Nico, Gather for
If this thing behind me turns
Magic.
into a giant gateway
So all of
to
these,
ancient
if we
Egypt,
take, we can do an upgrade. There's nothing, and new. Ghost Rider has a new ability. Let's show the details. Enemies knocked into a drop have a chance to be instantly KO'd. Cannot act after using this ability. Oh wow, so actually you can do an ability. If you use this card, you cannot act afterwards. That's it for Ghost Rider for the rest of the fight. That's a difficult one. I do want the ability, because we want all the new abilities as well. One of these we can take to be an upgraded for someone else. Let's take Blood Magic, and then we'll be able to do an upgrade. So the Forge, that's everything done there. We've got a private Superlink message with Nico. There's so much to do before we even get to select the mission, to be fair. Okay. We need to go and do training as well and other things. Superlink messages. Let's do training and then we'll look at Superlink. There seems to be a lot going on at the minute. So we've got to try and sort out. Upgrades now available for construction of the yard. So now we can make changes to the yards to make our heroes more powerful. So let's have a look at yard upgrades. These cost money. Now the downside of spending money and credits is if there is a operation we can send someone on loan, that also costs credits. So at some point, I'm assuming you're going to have to do several missions before you can do an upgrade because you won't have the credits to do so. But we'll do this one because we can. Same as Essence for upgrading combat cards. You can run out so easily. Okay, upgrade abilities. Let's have a look at this.
Makes perfect.
So we can now do Magic's upgrade. Not Magic, Nico. I keep saying the wrong person. Although we can't. We need 2 more skill essence to be able to use her to do an upgrade for her ability. So we've got to hold off doing that because we haven't got enough skill essence. I think Captain Marvel's the same. We're still waiting for skill essence as well. We're 2 away there. We got an upgrade we can do. We can, but we've got attack essence, so we can do our upgrade for ourselves, and it will change our current ability for slash from knockback to forceful knockback. So let's do that.
New and improved.
We need 1 more XP to upgrade the training area as well, but we need skill essence for those 2 to do any upgrades. Sparring, who do we spar with? This will give us, we haven't got enough money. So this is what I thought would happen. We've now run out of credits. We need 2 more credits to be able to do training. And training gives us friendship level, which is important. But we can't do it.
I guess I could show you a couple of things.
Because we haven't got the money. And I kind of thought that would happen at some point.
First.
You might have to take a leap and give it a go. Need something new to play. What's happened to your PS5? Why is it broken? As I say, it's just the pacing. As long as you're okay with the pacing, it's fine. I actually got it on offer. I got the deluxe edition on offer with the season pass included. It was on offer the other week. I don't know if it still is, to be fair. Right, there's a private message in Superlink. It is just trying to make sure you do as much as you can, as often as you can. Okay, Nico needs to talk to us. We still need to speak to Robbie Reyes. Let's speak to Nico. I think this is to level up our friendship.
So, like, Hunter, don't let this go to your head, but
oh, you broke the HDMI connection, bro. Oh, that's not good.
You do?
Are they easy to fix? I actually don't know if they're easy to fix or not, to be fair.
Trying to make me feel included, and I thought I should take a moment to thank you for not leaving me out. Caretaker makes me feel like a child sometimes, but you don't, so, like, thanks.
It's an honor to fight beside you, Caretaker's well. She's just protective of you. I think it's an honor.
You are most welcome, Nico. It is an honor to fight by your
side. But yeah,
side.
there's a lot of name dropping of Marvel characters, so unless you're aware of some of the Marvel history, you may not know or appreciate who they all are.
The right way, because I totally
but there is a lot of name dropping.
But you really need to drop the
formality and loosen up. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can understand that.
Boomer?
It's slang for ancient, outdated one who caused all of our problems.
That describes me exactly.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try and forget that you said that.
But he definitely is one of those games where you've got to do everything you can before you move on to gain the most you can out of everything.
And I appreciate that.
We need to get some credits from somewhere so we can do some training, ideally.
This apocalyptic reality show because I do not want to get voted out of this abbey or off this world.
Reality show?
No worries. Take care, Insanity. Thank you for dropping by and thanks for the chat. Much appreciated. Have a good one. Thank you, Insanity. So that's the friendship level for Nico leveled up to level 1. The team friendship has now gone up 1 as well because we've got 2 characters now to level 1. So team up ability unlocked. Hero combo. Deal massive damage to a single target. So we was waiting till we got combos, and that, I think, is going to be one of them. As a hunter gains friendship levels with multiple individual heroes, the overall team friendship level in the Abbey is increased. Granting powerful was like hero combo abilities, which can be used in combat, and much more. So that was kind of what we was waiting on, was being able to do some combat ability upgrades. I think these are credits. Yes, now we can do training. We just picked up 7 credits. That's now enough for training. I know Nico wants to speak to us. Let's do training first. Lady sparring now. We've got the credits. Who are we going to we can't spar with the people within 4 days of already sparring them. So Ghost Rider's got another day, Nico's got 3, Blade's got 2. Who do we spar with? Let's spar with Spiderman. And we'll increase our friendship with him. Right? Let's do that. So training XP level is increased by 1 and 3 friendship XP for Spider-Man. And our training level has now gone up to 2.
Nice to get some fresh air.
Explosives training as well. Okay, so explosives training has now been unlocked.
No pain, no gain.
Okay. Right, who have we got to speak to on that? We know we need to speak to Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider. We've still got to speak to Captain Marvel. Caretaker wants a conversation, and Nico wants a conversation as well. Before we do any of those, let's just double check we've done everything we can do in terms of our attacks and stuff. I want to make sure everything's in. I'm not going to put straight into hell in. I'm going to leave it out because I don't want to use it just yet. If it upgrade it and it changes a little, maybe. But it's a new card, so I wanted to make sure we grabbed it in that last slot. Okay. Blood magic we've now got there, but we can upgrade it. That's the thing. We're just waiting for the points to be able to do so. That's a different type of blood magic, that one. We have got Empower, which I'm not a fan of Empower, to be fair. We could get rid of it and actually do the upgrade. Do we get rid of it and do the upgrade? Let's do that. Let's salvage Empower. Come out of that. And now we can do the upgrade for Nico.
Let's do this.
Yeah. We can now do her upgrades for blood magic. Can now be done. And this will draw one of their cards. So let's do that. I think if you're upgrading their cards and getting rid of one of theirs to do so makes sense.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs.
So now we just need another 2 skill essence so we can do Captain Marvel. Right, let's speak to Nico over here. Then we'll do Robbie Reyes and see what happens.
You don't need to check up on me, Hunter. I'm fine.
Perhaps I wanted some fresh air as well.
Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm sure they'll be opening an Avengers satellite campus here soon enough.
The gods spare us all.
Now, we can invite her to Haven. We can invite anyone to Haven. We've only found one Haven so far, but it says you can only use the Haven once. Once you've used it, it's gone. So I want to hold off using Haven until we decide who to really use it to push their friendship level.
She freaking encourages it. Pisses me off so much I could scream.
We will need everyone to stop Lilith.
The Avengers are powerful allies.
I think it's an age thing. That's why Nico's a bit upset. It's the age thing, I think.
I did not finish. As are you and the others. There is a reason Caretaker chose you for the Midnight Suns. You will have many chances to prove yourself before this war is ended.
Thanks, I think. Not gonna be lining up to assemble anytime soon, but I get it. You know, maybe this all wouldn't be bothering me so much if they were focusing all their efforts on
She really wants
finding
Wanda
Wanda
found, that's the thing.
None of them even mention her, let alone discuss how we're gonna rescue her. Because newsflash, no one plans to, especially Caretaker. She's probably happy she's gone. Ugh, forget I said that. And definitely don't tell Caretaker about any of this. Midnight Sun, Cone of Silence, okay? Good vent. Let's do it again sometime. Later, Hunter.
Okay, so Nico just needed to vent. Okay, Robbie Reyes, we need to speak to about this party. Blade wants to talk to us as well. He wants to help. We want us to help him. So let's see what he needs. We also need to speak to him about the party anyway.
Can I ask a favor?
So he looks up as you approach and I have a question. Hunter, the Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know if it's real, but supposedly it can grant limited power to whoever wears it. What would you do with it? 2 responses to choose from. 1 snap of the fingers to destroy my enemies. I'd use it without a second thought. It gives us 3 Hunter Dark Balance. And a Hunter Dark ability. Is anyone pure enough to wield such power? I think not. Light Balance and 10 Hunter Fortitude. To be fair, I don't think anyone is pure enough to wield the power of the Infinity Gauntlet. I don't think it's a good thing to use. And as I've always said, we're answering these questions as something I would say. So we'll go with that one.
Thanks, Hunter.
Okay, we still need to speak to him.
Robbie, can we speak in private?
Of course. Let's go.
So this should be about the party.
Help prepping for a magic surprise party.
All right. What does she need me to do?
She wanted you to pick the team present for Magic.
Oh, I got this. I'll find something unforgettable.
There we go. That's done. Blade wanted a conversation with us as well. Let's speak to Blade.
Nico made some good points, but I gotta be honest. I'm getting used to the Avengers being around this place. I mean, yeah, Tony can be annoying, but not all of them.
Of course.
Although it makes me wonder.
Wonder what?
Well, what are they thinking about us?
So even Blade's getting a bit iffy about the Avengers. Why didn't you ask them?
When facing a demon, aim for the heart.
Always do.
And why are you talking to me when you should really be talking to them? Or at least her.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have many abilities, Daywalker. Lying is not one of them. Admit what you feel about Carol. You owe yourself that much.
Could be a romance
Admit
going on
what?
in Midnight Suns.
That I feel a sense of admiration and respect for a fellow teammate?
Fine, have it your way.
Carol is a formidable warrior. A true hero whose power rivals the titans of old.
Exactly. And she's just so chill about it. Down to earth, smart, funny, able to punch through a tank.
Yes, very admirable and respectable traits. And yet I wonder if she goes through life alone, without a mate.
I'm not going there, Hunter. Let's just drop it.
Consider it dropped.
Oh, and this conversation? It never happened.
I will add it to the list.
There's a list of things we can't talk about. Okay, we gained some friendship XP for that. So we've still got two people to talk to. One is Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, and the Caretaker also wants a conversation. I don't think we've got an op to do, have we? No, there's no hero ops at the minute.
Thanks, Hunter.
We need intel cache, I think, to gain them. Right, let's speak to Carol Danvers.
Hunter, just the person I wanted to see. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Anyone is the person I want to see right now. At this point, I'd sit down for a tea with Galactus if it meant I didn't have to sift through these gamma readings for another second. It's all just starting to blur into one big giant green gamma mess, you know? And my favorite big giant green gamma mess is too busy to help.
There's all you'll get through this.
I have seen you harness the power of a sun. I believe you will find a way, Dr. Banner or not.
More of a white hole versus star, but I hear ya. Still, just because a gal can absorb gamma energy doesn't mean she's ready to teach a class on it at Empire State. And it's not just that. I've got a bad feeling about things lately, okay? Particularly when it comes to you and Bruce. I'm what they call a precog. I catch glimpses of the future. No idea why, but I'm sure channeling the power of a mini white hole through your entire body might have a little something to do with it.
What exactly did you see?
Nothing specific. More of an impression. You and Bruce. Your faces. You didn't look good. Is this what Steven goes through?
The future is not set.
And according to Steven, there are an infinite number of possibilities before us. You have glimpsed just one.
Not a bad way to look at it. Who knows? My visions are chaotic at best and very few and far between. Maybe a while before I can make sense of this one. I should get back on task. I think I've ignored these numbers long enough. Talk to you later.
Okay, that's her spoken to. So Caretaker wants to speak to us next. I think that's the only one left to speak to before we pick a mission. Yeah, it is. Let's speak to the Caretaker.
A moment, Hunter.
And then we've got to decide between a general mission and a story mission next.
Voices in the other room. Was wondering if you knew what all the fuss was about. Was there some argument?
Okay, we're going to be careful what we say here. Because we were told to keep it to ourselves. We could joke someone poured an Oscar a coffee and didn't make more. Nico is angry at you and the Avengers. I didn't hear any argument. We're not going to lie. Let's do Nico. Let's be honest.
You might want to talk to Nico directly.
Why? Is she upset?
Just a little.
I do not want to speak for her. But she seemed angry about Wanda.
I want to grieve too, but none of us have that luxury right now, or else we'll be grieving the whole world. Thank you for your honesty. I will have to think about how to handle this with Nico.
I think that's always the way
We'll
we're going to be,
speak
is honest.
later.
I think that's the only way forward. Okay, I think that's everyone spoke to. That's all the upgrades we can do. Let's have a look at missions. There's a few to do. So we've got defeat enemies. There's some rare items there, which should be a bonus. Protect the Hydra device. This is a story mission. The bill comes due, which is an intel cache, gamma coil. Gamma coil is needed for upgrading abilities. Intel cache will give us an op to do for someone else. So that's probably worth it. The only other one, defeat heavy enemies, maybe. We did a general mission last time. Let's do a story mission this time and head on out into New York. Captain Marvel is with us for this mission. She's traced Dr. Faustus and more of the stolen Sanctum artifacts to an isolated stretch of New York Harbour. We've got to pick someone else to come with us because we can take 3 people. So we've got to think who we're going to take as well.
Strange gamma energy signature. The green numbers, as Bruce says. The Hydra tech we found is saturated with the same.
Looking forward to seeing the team up so we can now do after the upgrade of our team friendship level.
Can't get an answer from him. He's gone off the grid. AWOL.
Banner's off grid.
Happens
That's not good.
sometimes when he's working something out.
What kind of something?
The really big kind.
I hope we get to use the Hulk at some point. I hope Bruce Banner joins the team as a playable character. I actually don't know who we can do other than the characters on the
I know of one who recently opened up shop in the area.
I don't know who else we're going to be able to recruit.
He's barking mad.
Faustus.
I want Wolverine though.
One and the same.
That's one person I do want to see.
Well, I suppose you two do have some catching up to do.
Oh, you know, Hydra secrets, dastardly plans, the odd bomb launched in my face.
How soon before we begin the hunt?
Based on the intel we've recovered? Now.
I was waiting for the now. Okay, who are we taking with us? Blade, obviously, we found a really good. Currently with him, we've done really well. We haven't used Doctor Strange outside in missions that much, and we haven't used Iron Man. So I think it's one of those two. We did a team up with these 3 previously. Spiderman we gained in the last mission. I think. Do you know what? Let's take Iron Man. It's not something we've used. I want to try and use Iron Man, I think. I'm hoping we can still do team ups. I think that makes sense. Let's use Iron Man. Special ability is a one-time combo card. I'm looking forward to using the special ability. Right, let's head out. I don't know why it's not talking. I've seen a few glitches yesterday. Yesterday evening stream, we were heading to a mission and looked round, and Blade had no clothes on. And obviously, just then there was talking by Carol Danvers, and yet there was nothing being said.
You'll be heading into New York near the harbor. Faustus is overseeing Hydra operations in the area.
Oh, they are with us.
Something important down there if he's shown up personally. Stay focused and try and keep a low profile. If you think Lilith's forces are corrupted, you don't want to meet the Port Authority.
Okay, let's head in. See what we're about to face. I think that's the only disappointing thing so far. It may change as the game goes on, but it's all based on one level. There's no height changes in combat, which is a bit weird.
After such a long journey.
Like you'd expect Iron Man to be flying, wouldn't you?
My beautiful, terrible girl will be free of confinement soon enough. Pray to unleash Mother's righteous fury upon her enemies. The weak, the ignorant, the unworthy.
I find exactly.
That's a little bit powerful.
Well, that certainly looks familiar.
Dark magic. I can feel it, just like before.
Plus, he's boosted the gamma signature. Must be the new and improved extra evil model.
Ah, yes. Coming soon to a deserted dock near you.
I do like the comedy in it. There's a bit of comedy when they talk.
Whatever this thing is, it's clearly important to Faustus.
And Lilith.
Which means it's worth a closer look.
She doesn't wait. She doesn't just run in.
Ahead of you there.
Captain Marvel doesn't do discreet, as you said previously. She doesn't do stealth. Defeat all enemies is the encounter objective. You've gained the shove ability. Enter move mode and highlight the enemy that you'd like to knock back with a powerful shove. Iron Man. Spending a red raw on certain Iron Man abilities will provide gameplay bonuses to the ability, such as increasing damage and adding knockback.
We've seen what those charges are capable of. Don't get cocky just
You've
because
increased the
you've got
secondary
Captain
stat
Marvel
on
to
your
fall
heroes.
back
The
on.
Fortitude secondary stat will grant block to heroes at the start of every mission. Oh, nice. We now get block at the start of every mission. You've gained Fortitude.
I think you'll find it's not so easy.
Hero
to
combo card.
dismiss this
Because of
time
increased friendship in the Abbey, one hero combo card is added to the deck every time you enter combat. Combo attacks can be further improved by increasing friendship. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing how the combo works, to be fair. The block we start the match with, or the fight with, is only 4, so it's quite a low block. Okay. We've got a quick slash. We've got mark target, which is applying 2 marks and 2 vulnerable. We haven't really got many attacking moves at this point, to be fair. The hero combo we need 4 heroism for. It should be easy enough to do. I just want to see the team up. It tells me it's between Captain Marvel and Iron Man, so let's use Iron Man's mark target.
This should be good.
I don't think there's damage. He's now vulnerable though to damage.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
And we'll also do 1 step ahead, and we should be able to do the hero combo in a second. 1 step ahead is here. We're lacking really combat moves at this point. We have got a few now though. Right, hero combo. Let's see the hero combo in action, shall we? Who's the heaviest? 65 there. He's already targeted. 36. I'm looking at who's got the most health. Because the one with the most health is the one we should be taking out. I think we do this one. Because he's got the most health, 65. Enemy reaction camouflage. Okay. Let's target him with the combo ability and see this for the first time. You're streaming on Twitch for the first time, Brackley, are you? Well, good luck. Hope it goes well. Your mic doesn't work. Oh, okay. That's not good.
Work with me here, buddy.
That's quite cool. So heroic combos do look good. They do look extremely good. Okay, I don't think there's any... We can do shove, can't we, with in our move ability, to be fair. Who do we want to shove? We could shove this guy into here, potentially. I think we can... Oh, we can make that drop as well if we have the heroism. Let's shove this guy into this block, into there. We need to move first, don't we? Yes, that doesn't quite work. This guy, I think we can shove this guy though. Yes. We can shove him into there. Don't want to shove him into Iron Man. Or, do we shove... I think we shove this guy. Because that will knock him out. There we go. That's a KO. Why doesn't your mic work at all on Xbox? That's a bit weird. Okay, there's nothing else we can do. So that's our turn done. Let's see if we can take some damage and survive. But yeah, the combo ability, it looks really good. It looks really powerful. Okay.
Once my device disintegrates, the great Captain Marvel, the others will have no choice but to listen.
Okay, who do we want to knock back? We could potentially do damage.
Will be forced to acknowledge my greatness.
Thinking him.
And Mother will be so pleased when I deliver her
Won't
your
knock.
ashes.
We can
Not
knock.
as happy as I'll be when I deliver my.
So the one we're
fist to
hitting
your
won't be
face.
knocked out, but we'll knock out the one behind him.
No mercy for the servants of Bullet.
I'm still not a fan of that KO showing up. but I kind of understand why it's there.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
We have got a knee strike, which will KO someone in one hit, so let's do that. Who's got the most health? 36. Okay. We'll knock this guy out. We've still got one attack left. She's gained block as well because of that. And she's got binary. She can go binary now. So we can do binary for her. Increase offense by 100%. Let's do that. She's gone high enough for it. Yeah, that's not good that your mic isn't working at all on Xbox. We still got card play. Apart from we haven't got an attack for her at the minute. We haven't got surgical strike because we need more. We could mark target and make them vulnerable. Let's do that with Iron Man. Let's do him. I think he's the most health of their people, so let's do him.
Let's do it.
Tony marked the spot.
And then next turn we should be able to do that surgical strike. Yeah, we should be able to do surgical strike next turn. We haven't got to move, so I think we can still do a push. Let's go back to the hunter. Can we push him? Yeah, let's knock this guy out. And I think that's it. She's got blocked, so she's gone binary. They're not going to do any much damage to her, so I didn't really worry about who they were attacking. More reinforcements incoming.
Still not ready to give up?
Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing surgical strike.
My role as your mother's herald was foretold in the sacred pages of the Darkhold.
Oh, we've only got one card for him, so we only get to chain it once, annoyingly.
Your very life was laid before me.
You can damage and taunt enemies in a line with photon beams.
Of the one you misguidedly call
these two.
Caretaker.
I think that might be the better one to do. I was looking forward to seeing surgical strike, but I don't think it's really going to work.
Do you not wish to know? I can show you this.
And I can
let's take in two of them out in one. There we go.
That is one way of making your
Card play refunded as well, that's a bonus. Okay, we got a quick slash for the hunter. Don't think it's going to take someone out. Oh, we'll take him out, let's do that.
Hail that.
And a card play refunded. We've still got 3 attacks left. I wonder if we can still do surgical strike. There's only one character left to take out. Let's do one step ahead, will gain us 2. And then we'll do surgical strike just because I want to see what it is.
Watch this.
We haven't used Iron Man enough to understand all of his moves, that's the thing. Okay, surgical strike, let's go.
I don't do this for just anyone.
Quite a fairly simple fight, to be fair.
Let us go.
We didn't take too much damage, but story missions may be more than one fight before that bit's over. That's the difference in story missions. General missions are generally one fight. Story missions may be more.
Her energy is not so easily absorbed this time. No, please. You cannot fail me.
Oh,
Well, it's failed.
One.
We'll have
Thus
it.
will be done.
Typical.
I don't think the fight's over.
For Hydra.
Yeah, story missions can feature more than one fight, whereas general missions are only one fight generally. Capture the enemy agents, summon enemy reinforcements. Capture the enemy Hydra agent before they flee. You break protection on the agent and use the capture agent card to secure the agent. After capturing the agent, defeat all remaining enemies. We're trying to capture the scientist.
We need to capture Faustus before he has an opportunity to escape.
But he has got someone protecting him. Okay, so that's our target. That's what we're going to focus on.
Is that everyone?
There's quite a few of them this time. And we've got barely any moves we can do immediately. We may have to do a redraw, I think. We haven't got the heroism. We can do damage an enemy. Holy Flame does do a damage. Takes down some of his protection. To about halfway, to be fair. Let's do that. That's half his protective gone. Can't do knockback on him. Can I do... Can explode that if I wasn't in the radius, to be fair. So I don't think that damages me. Doesn't damage him either, does it? We'll take some of his protective away. I've got whip, that costs 1. Let's do a redraw on Fists of Radiance. Okay, we've got Quick Blast for Iron Man now. There's so many enemies here. I'm thinking of not using that in a minute. It won't do that much damage, to be fair. Gain 6 heroism. That's the one we need to do. We need to take that guy out to gain the heroism, I think. Let's have a look at this again then. So if we do that, we need to move the hunter out of the way. Let's move him. That means I can shove someone, doesn't it? He only moves that way. I don't know if we'll get hurt by shoving him into that. So you're going to look at where you're going to end up shoving them, because we obviously don't want to get hurt. We won't get hurt during that one though. Let's do that. Now, I want the heroism card, which is over here, to gain 6 heroism. So if we destroy this with 1 heroism, that's not enough to take him out though, is it? Does Quick Blast take him out? No. I think we take this out. I think that's the right thing to do.
This shouldn't take long.
I did KO him. Oh wow, protection is now lost as well.
Now's our chance.
We can now get the caretaker. We can now get him.
Before he can regain his bearings.
We need to get him before he flees. We'll do it straight away. Do I have one guy watching and 1 follower? Nice. Do I have any advice for streaming? Talk as if there's 100 people watching you at all times if you've got a mic being used. So when people dropping, they can actually hear you talking. That would be my biggest piece of advice, but that's only if you've got a mic. And be yourself. Play games that you enjoy. Don't try and follow trends. But play games that you enjoy, because that comes across. If you're bored, it doesn't come across so well. Yeah, if you haven't got a mic, I would say it's a lot harder to stream without a mic. Because you can't engage, you can't interact as easily. And if you're only joining by typing in chat, you're pausing the game each time to do so. My advice is don't stream without a mic. That's my big piece of advice. But yeah, play the games you enjoy. Okay, we can capture the agent. I'm going to do call to action here to get 6 heroism.
Such strong words for a champion of the light.
Okay, or 1 card play left, so we're going to have to do... It'll be for next turn we'll be able to use heroism. But we'll capture the agent now. So that's done. We can chat with chat. But yeah, by typing in chat. The problem is, the streams I've joined where people type in chat, I find them to be very stop-start, and I don't like that. So my advice has always been anyone, don't stream unless you've got a mic, because you can't interact enough. We've captured the agent, now we need to defeat the final enemies to finish this mission.
Take care of the rest of these thugs, don't hold back.
That's my only thing. I've joined chat, I've joined streams of people, you can't hear them, they're typing in chat, and I don't stay very long, because for me it's not engaged enough. Okay, we can't actually do anything, unfortunately. We've run out of card plays, we've captured the agent, we're going to take some damage, I'm pretty sure. Not all of these will attack this turn, so it should be okay.
I'm taking names.
We should be able to do some big damage in a minute. There's quite a few enemies here, admittedly. We've got some heroism now that we can utilise. That's a big hit for Danvers. Right, now it's our turn.
Great speeches.
We're going to try and take out as many as we can, as quickly as we can.
Dr Faustus at a loss for words.
Guessing the Darkhold doesn't have any spells for boosting your cardio. Let's grab this turkey before he makes it to the transport.
Okay, we got Photon Blast, Fist of Radiance, Photon Blast. That's a good one if you've got a lot of enemies in a line. Which is that one. Look how many people we can take out there. I'm trying to maximise it. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially taken out in one hit. If we get that right, I think that's right. Let's do that. Captain Marvel's Photon Blast. Look at that. That was a big amount of people gone. Multi-KO, 3 enemies KO'd in a single. That was a good hit. 5 enemies KO'd by hero in a turn. That worked really well. Okay. We do get another... I don't think we get a card play back. We fund a card play if we take someone out with Blast. So if we do that, and we should get a card play back because we'll knock him out. So let's do that one. We still have 2 card plays left. We've also gained Surgical Strike, which we can change to 2. Full Force. Environmental attacks do increased damage and cost 1 less heroism. So there could be some for free. We use Full Force. That's not a bad shout. There's knockback there. Do you know what? I might use that, I think. So the ones that would cost 1 will cost 0. So let's do that for a second. We haven't really used the Hunter in this fight that much, I must admit. Hunter's been a bit redundant. So that now costs 0, and we'll knock that enemy out and damage the other one. Because it costs 0, we're good doing it. We have got plenty of heroism. Okay, any other environmentals we can do that? I've got 3 at the minute, not by the looks of it. That's free. We will knock someone out, but we need to move the Hunter out the way. We have got Whip, to be fair. It's a forceful knockback in any direction. I want to be out the way of that explosive circle. That's my only thinking. If I want to make this explode, as that will be a free cost, that will take this guy out. So if we do that, we've got to move the Hunter away. We can shove as well, to be fair. Do you know what? Let's shove this guy into that circle. I don't want to shove him from there. Let's go here. Can I now shove him? No. Okay. I thought we might be able to shove him after moving, but you can't. You have to do it when you move. And the problem with that is it's only one thing. We can make this explode for 0. So we may as well do that. It's not going to cost us anything. There's 3 enemies left. I'm just trying to think what the best... We can use Whip here, which is forceful knockback. It's not going to knock him out, annoyingly. Each hero's been attacked once as well, looking at what's there. That will do 36 damage. We could select a different target. What's this one? It's going to knock this guy out. We can knock someone out, actually, here, then. We can't hit him into anyone else, though, annoyingly. I was hoping we could, but no. We can knock this guy out, though. So I think that's the right thing to do. Let's go for that. So now only 2 enemies left.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Is there anything else we can do? Make this explode? No. We're in the wrong position to vault over that. Captain Marvel, she may be able to do something from the angle she's at. No, can't get the angle to vault over that or that. We're looking the wrong way there. Iron Man, can he vault over this? Can, but it's all looking the wrong direction. I think we're done. We're out of things we can do. Only 2 enemies left, though.
A weak attempt.
I don't think we're going to lose a hero because of this. They're okay. Big hit, though. Assassin's Creed 2. Right, this guy's going to explode, so we do need to move the Hunter out of the way of that by the end of the turn. Iron Man's actually took a bit of damage there.
I know my adjustments should have tripled the disruptor.
If we do Surgical Strike, I think we can chain this to both.
You will not be so fortunate.
Aw, it's almost
The Hunter, I don't know if the Hunter's going to lose damage with this. That's the only downside. Hunter may get hurt here. won't let me chain. Why won't it let me chain to there? Chain 3, 1 for each card in the hand. Okay. Chain him to him. There we go. I'm hoping the hunter doesn't get hurt, but he may take a bit of damage. No, he didn't. I didn't know. There is friendly damage on, so if you do throw someone into one of your own characters, that does hurt your characters. That's why I was a bit unsure. We can do a forceful knockback on this guy, though. Make sure he doesn't touch Iron Man. He's down anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
We've done it.
And I think that's mission complete. Look at that. Defeat one enemy's done. You managed to do a tomb. Nice.
No!
And we've captured Dr Faustus.
Truly
Yeah, story missions seem to be more than one fight, multiple fights for each story mission. General missions is one fight with an objective to acquire. And they're good for research and things like that.
Who serves at the right hand of the Demon Mother, who hears the whispers of the Dark God Chthon,
Who was chosen to learn his secrets in the one true tome of creation.
Do you really think I could be afraid of you?
Yeah.
What?
4 of 6. Oh, nice.
I want to know.
Everything.
He gave up a little bit easy there. Oh wow. So we had him ready to talk, but Hydra's taken him out to stop it. It is Crossbones. Always hits the target, often misses the point.
Hydra's Black Ops division. You should see the file Steve's got on the guy.
Good point. Where's Captain America?
Faustus must have outlived his usefulness to Hydra. And sadly...
The enemies so far we've seen is Crossbones and Venom.
If decades of fighting the undead have taught me one thing, there's always an answer. Provided you dig deep enough.
Little Hydra notebook.
Nice. Let's get that back to the Abbey. Only maybe wipe it down with a napkin first.
I think we did well there. I'm hoping for 3 stars. 2. We'll take 2. 2's average. We gained a rare gamma coil and a rare intel cache, so we should be able to send someone out for a mission as well. It's only 5 gloss. I'm not even worried about gloss. It's all for cosmetics. I'm not even worried about that, to be fair. Okay. I don't think we can do the op or the gamma coil now. We have to go to sleep for that, so we have to do whatever else is needed first before we go and do anything with those for upgrades. But a good team up. And we got to use the team up ability as well, which was quite cool. So, who needs to talk to us now? We've got Majik wanting to talk to us, and there's someone else. Iron Man wants to talk to us as well. And everyone else. I think we can do a hangout as well. So let's speak to Majik first, since she's the closest.
Could not sleep. Starting to become a common theme here.
It was not always the case. The Abbey was once a different place. I was happy here once.
Now that is something I would like to see.
I suppose I have earned that. I have been extra me lately, as Nico says. It is just that for so many nights now, every time I close my eyes, all I see is Wanda, drowning within darkness, calling to me. I do not think I will ever sleep again. Not until we find her.
You're grieving. This is perfectly natural. Try and take your mind off things. You're grieving.
Losing a comrade is always traumatic.
We don't know
It's
she's dead,
perfectly
to be
normal
fair.
to dream about her.
I am not just dreaming about her.
Oh, we lost
She
the
is
friendship
reaching
with her
out
because
to
of
me.
that.
I could feel
So just because you think that's the right answer, you
hear
can still
her
lose
crying
friendship.
out for help as if she was in the same room.
Majik has got a point. We haven't made a plan to go and
Anguish
save
in
her.
her voice. It's a
I can
sound
kind
I
of
will
understand
never
that.
forget. Like me, you also have a connection to the darkness, Hunter.
We do.
Don't you also hear it calling out to you in your dreams sometimes? Whispering secret things. Dark things.
That is my business. I kind of don't want to tell her, because obviously our dreams, we did see Lilith in our dreams. But do we want to be honest with someone we don't really know? She's meant to be part of the team, though. I don't want to say I refuse to listen, because obviously he's affected by it. Honesty. Let's go honesty.
Yes. My mother, she visits me in my dreams.
I know. I have heard you call to her in your sleep.
She knew anyway, so it's a good job we didn't lie.
I expect you to be so honest.
I know she is trying to manipulate me, but there are times when I feel a longing within her emptiness that is difficult to ignore.
The others would not understand. Do not worry. Your secret is safe with me. Well, I guess I should get back to not sleeping and let you get some rest. Sweet dreams, Hunter.
Okay, so who else needs to speak to us before we decide who we're going to do a hangout with? Although it doesn't look like we can do a hangout.
Thunder and their morale.
To be fair, I thought we'd be able to, but it doesn't look like we can.
Hey there, Hunter. You have a minute to spare? Because this misery sure would like some company.
Okay, so Iron Man wants some company to speak to him.
What is troubling you, Tony?
Oh, I don't know. Pick your poison. I'm living in the Amity Horror House. My roommate is depressed. Oh, and I have a roommate and not my own executive suite at the nearest resort. The espresso machine is broken. The world is turning into the cover of a 90s metal album. And the big guy, well, he's not answering his phone. So you tell me, Hunter, what's not to be troubled about?
Well, if you put it like that, I'm looking to get the espresso machine fixed. No. Banner is proven to be a weak link is definitely not an option. We're all concerned about Banner.
I am also concerned about Banner.
Bruce Banner is definitely not a weak
link. Care about
link.
him, or because of the mission?
Because you care about him. You Avengers understand what it means to have another warrior's back. Something I admire.
Oh, we have our flaws too. Believe me. Banner isn't known to be the most emotionally stable, and when the pressure ramps up, well, let's just say he doesn't have the kind of nervous breakdown that results in basket weaving and a week-long yoga retreat. Things get messy. Not being able to see how he's holding up is proving a challenge.
One we must endure for the time being.
Thanks for the talk.
Anytime, Tony.
Okay, there we go. So, what is left to do in the evening, I think?
Ready to... Great job last night, Rip Van Winkle.
I don't think there's anyone to talk to, and I don't think we can do a hangout event looking at it. There's no option for it with any characters, so I'm guessing it's sleep time. I don't think there's anything else to do. The talking just gives them a generic response.
We made one
there's also some essence to pick up. We could actually have a quicker look around the grounds and maybe open up a new area. We haven't done that. Let's quickly have a look around the grounds, I think. I do not want to lounge in the swimming pool. There's a water rod.
An elemental rod.
Ah.
I should take this back to the altar.
So this is barely a stone at all. This blue-black topaz almost seeps through the fingers when held. So strongly of a tide pool, if held to the ear, sounds of the sea. So that is one of the rods for the altar. Let's go and do that now we've found one. We need to pick up ingredients still. The next meeting at the altar, there's actually certain ingredients we need to take with us. I don't know which path we need to take to get there, to be fair. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on what ingredients we've managed to gather for that next meeting as well. Obviously that isn't the way to go. Up here then, by the looks of things. But I am wondering where people like Captain America are. There are characters that you kind of think, where are they? I'm hoping that will be explained at some point. Okay, let's go and put this rod in. We're here. Where do we put it? There's nothing coming up there. Oh, there we go. Place item.
Perhaps I should try this somewhere else.
Okay, so it doesn't go in that one. So we're looking for one that the water wants to go in there, I'd guess. We can place the item there. I'm trying to look at the symbols to see if it tells you which one's water. Oh, there we go.
The old magic still holds.
And now we've got an arcane key. So now we can go and open an arcane box as well. So let's have a look on the map and see which box we want. I want the rarer one. Better rewards. So there's an arcane chest here that's epic. We want that one. It's back in the house. So let's head there. There's nothing else on the map to do, is there? What's this one? This one's a rare. No, we want the epic. I don't want to go for a general one, because we want the better rewards. I know you can only open them once, they may regenerate, so maybe something to come back and have a look at again, but definitely do the bigger one first. So I believe that's in the library. There's still more around the grounds to explore and find, I'm pretty sure, which will come in time. Okay, can we open this? Yes. What have we got in this one? Okay, neural enhancer is a combat item. Start and explode 4 card plays. We did gain other bits and pieces. It wasn't brilliant, but we gained a few. Right, there is someone who wants to talk to us now. Pick up the attack essence. So you've got to keep looking around for these essences, because we can't do certain upgrades unless we have enough of them. So it's constantly looking around for these essences to pick up. Picked up a skull as well. It's a common gift. Who would give a skull to be fair. Journal page. We've moved the Abbey from a transient home to Salem, and I must confess I'm astounded at the natural beauty of this place. There is no time for sentiment, we have a job to do. Chiffon has found influence here with Hiram Shaw through a page of Darkhold. The Moonsteel did not bring the witches the protection it should have. Several have been killed already. There is no telling how far this dark power could go. For now, we watch from the safety of the Abbey, hidden away amongst thick woodland. Let's understand what it is we face. Okay, we need to have a look at where we need to... Someone wants to talk to us, and it is the caretaker. Not the caretaker. Agatha. I think it's because we've just put one of those back in, so let's speak to her.
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more.
We will do. I don't want to do one set thing every day. I want to try and vary it up as much as possible. So, I'm surprised we can't do a hangout event. I thought we would be able to, but we can't for some reason. So I think it's time to go to sleep.
Cheeseburgers. I'll get happy on
it. Yeah, time to go to sleep, I think. And move on to the next day. What have we got? We've got 20 minutes left in the stream, so go to sleep, see what we can do the next day, do some upgrades, and maybe do a general mission, depending how much story there is first. But first, we've got another visit from Lilith in our dreams.
You found your way back to me. This new world suits you well. You look strong.
What is it you want?
To love you. To be there for you as a mother should.
You don't know how to love, you have a funny way of showing it, and stand down already. I'm going for the stand down already.
If you love me so much, end this infernal war, before we are all destroyed.
What do you think I am trying to do?
What? She's trying to end the war?
Done, everything I do, everything I will do is for you, child. Always for you. Can you honestly say the same about Sarah? Surrounding you with heroes who will gladly return you to your grave after you've exceeded your use.
Wait!
Does she have a point? That's the question.
Again.
Poor child. How did you end up so alone?
I'm not too worried about the dark and light balance. I think it'll work itself out naturally. I'm not really paying attention to what gives us what. I'm just answering the questions honestly. Before a club meeting can be scheduled, the club runner will first message to ask if you're ready. Respond to their message and the club will happen on the next night the club members are free. So we've got an Abbey Club invite. We've got a private Superlink message with Tony Stark. Let's have a look what's going on here. That's the meeting. We've got to talk to Blade next because now the gift is done. So we'll put that as our reply. So we need to speak to Blade. Telling me, what about you? I can meet you outside your room on the next night everyone is available. Yes, let's do that. And then Tony Stark wants a word. So let's go and speak to Tony Stark, see what he needs.
Smells pungent.
And then we'll look at upgrades.
That would be Grandma Stark's famous linguine and clam sauce, with some Tony adjustments.
Grandma's recipe was not good enough?
Well, I loved her to pieces, but she also loved vodka in her cooking, and I can't touch the stuff. Not anymore. I even made sure the Abbey has a dry bar.
What did I do to deserve this honor?
That's just my way of saying thank you for being one of the only Midnight Suns who hasn't threatened to banish me to the Netherworld, empty my jugular, or portal me to the sun. And that was just today.
Get to know the real you. That's a lot of garlic. Maybe this needs to get to know the real you.
Perhaps if they knew more of the man underneath the armor, they would come to understand you as I have.
Maybe you're right. The Mark series can be pretty imposing.
I was not talking about your suit.
Oh, that's deep. Just like the garlic-rich flavor of Grandma Stark's famous sauce. Ah, you two would have really hit it off. Like you, she had a heart of gold, but could be quite the demon when crossed. Used to frighten the crap out of Dad. I thought it gave her character. Know who else I'm pretty sure has character?
Who?
You. Bon appetit, Hunter.
We've got a friendship level up with Iron Man as well now. We are gaining these level ups pretty well. We've talked to Blade about Magic's birthday. We've also got the Forge to go to. I think we can send someone on an op as well. Reyes wants to speak to us as well. There's always something to look at and do. Okay.
Oh, you are going to love this.
So the old 1-2 is now complete. This is teamwork tactics. It's a yard schematic. We can't do any more upgrade. We can't do any more research. We need 3 more combat items to be crafted or upgrade a blade ability times 1. So we've got to wait for those. We have got a gamma coil. Let's have a look at this.
What have you got for me, boss?
See, what do we get? So the gamma coils are only going to give us moves for the characters we use in the fight they were in when we gained it. So if you want new abilities for characters, you need to take them into fights when you gain a gamma coil, because that's the only ones we're going to get from what I can find. Thank you for the like, it was much appreciated. So, Holy Gift, that's a new Hunter ability. New Iron Man ability as well. A new card, oh, this is good. We can only pick 2 of these. We've now got a new abilities for 3 of them. Air superiority. I like that one mainly because it's damage every enemy. Yeah, I think we're taking that. And what's the other one we take? Obviously the Hunter goes into most fights, so I assume it should really be him. The next Hunter card played is not discarded. It's probably quite a good one. I think we go for Holy Gift.
If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
Okay. So that's all we can do there.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
We can do the yard for an upgrade as well. I don't know if we can do training. I don't know if we've got enough coins. We'll do the yard next. I know we need to speak to Reyes, but we'll sort that in a second. Let's have a look. So, yard upgrades first. What do we need for this? More credits required. We need 50 credits. We've only got 5. So we've got to wait till we earn some more credits to do the yard upgrade. Upgrade abilities.
No gain.
Research projects undertaking the Forge often have specific requirements for different heroes. When choosing which abilities to upgrade in the yard, heroes to send on ops in a war room, or missions to take at the mirror table.
Tricks for old
Use
dogs.
L3 to
No
view pending
excuses
research
here.
products and their requirements. So that's how you can work out what you need to do. We need to do an upgrade for him, basically. We still can't upgrade Captain Marvel because we're waiting on 2 more skill essence. Now, daily sparring. I don't think we've got the coins. We haven't. We need 22 coins. So we're kind of stuck on resources at this point. It seems resources seem to be a bit difficult to come by sometimes. Although saying that, that's gloss. It doesn't help us. Skill essence, though. I think we can do the Captain Marvel upgrade now.
Time to take it to
We
the
can
next
indeed.
level.
So Captain Marvel can now be upgraded. The 1-step head ability can now be done. Let's do that.
Nice to get some fresh
And that's
air.
all we can do.
Hardly any cobwebs.
As I
or
say,
ghosts
we
out
need
here.
credits for most things. It's constantly looking around for these little floating orbs so we can make sure we get things done. I think they respawn over time by the looks of things. Okay. We've got Robbie Reyes to speak to here. Carol Danvers wants to speak to us. Blade wants to speak to us as well. We also need to speak to Blade anyway. And I think that's it. I'm looking at time. We haven't got time to do another mission. We can get set up ready for one, I think. A few things to look at though. Iron Man, we've gained a new card, so we need to edit his deck. We've got air superiority we want to put in. I'm going to take out a surgical strike. Oh, no, take out mark the enemy. I don't think they're a brilliant thing to use. So we'll take that out and we'll put air superiority in. I think that works pretty well. He has got outfits we can change into if we want to buy them. But I'm not overly worried. And we can change the colour of some of his outfits as well. I'm just not one of these people that uses cosmetics. I think we gained a new card for him as well, so let's have a look. I don't know if I want to put it in, to be fair. I don't know how that's going to help us at this point. Holy Gift is okay. But what do we take out? At the minute, Holy Flame works really well. Quick Slash and Quick Slash Plus, Slash Plus, Fortify, Heal, Whip, Whip. Yeah, I think we leave as is. But at least we've checked. Can we? Oh, we can't change his battle outfit. I wondered if we could. No, these are all still locked. Okay, that's that done. Inventory. Don't know why that's come up. So, Reyes first. As I say, we are rapidly running out of time, so we'll try and get ready. New abilities upgrade. How have we got new abilities upgrade in the yard? Let's have a look.
Let's do this.
Oh, I think it's because we took it out. We need skill essence, so we have to wait anyway. But yeah, we can do Iron Man upgrade his ability now because we took it out of his deck. I think that's why that happens. Okay.
Hey Hunter, got a minute to talk?
Let's speak to Reyes.
What is on your mind, Robbie?
Fear, anxiety, doubt, you know, a bunch of feel-good thoughts and feelings about where this team is headed.
Why is that?
Wanda is gone, and all calls to Banner are going straight to voicemail. Everyone's on edge about it, and that puts me on edge, you know?
Try to think positively. I'm worried too. We should be on edge. We should be on edge.
As you should be. We must operate as if we are all in danger at all times.
That's how Sparky and I usually roll. You know, I
wasn't even thinking about the friendship and how that would,
the Avengers are
so
would go. Preoccupied with reaching Banner. But I bet no one would notice if I took off and joined Hydra or just, I don't know, disappeared.
I would notice. You're not planning on taking off, I would notice.
Robbie, everyone here would notice, including me.
I'm not so sure about that.
It does seem the younger characters have different issues, and it's related to their age a lot of the time it comes across as. The older characters have other worries, whereas the younger characters are more worried about where they fit in.
I try.
And how they operate within that team, and I like that dynamic.
See if he wants to chill. Might take my mind off things, you know?
That is a good
idea. So Spiderman being added is a younger character, so he fits in quite nicely with a younger crowd. He wants to help. Well, he wants us to help him as well. Let's have a look what he needs for help.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
I should be out there. I can help. Accepting this request will grant combat bonus or Reyes for the next mission. So, he wants to come on the next mission. So we'll accept it. That's absolutely fine. I don't see the problem with that. It increases friendship level. He'll also gain a combat bonus. We're not doing the next mission now, so we're rapidly running out of time.
Thanks,
we'll put it in. So Robbie Reyes has to come on the next mission, as we've just said to him. Okay, Danvers wants to speak to us. I think we can do something here as well. So we've got intel decryption.
Central is ready to work.
So we decrypt this. This should mean we can send someone on op, which will gain us other pop bits and pieces.
Central will crack the code.
Let's have a look.
Now we know what they're up to.
Okay, so we gained 2 missions.
What are we gonna do about it?
Message from S.H.I.E.L.D. and no punchline and 17 intel. That's pretty good. So Hero Ops, we can send people on Hero Ops now. That one expires, whereas that one doesn't. The Epic expires in 5 days. We've got to send someone out on that. It costs us 13 of our intel, but because it expires, I think we should do it. Whoever we send, we can't use in the next mission. So I'm thinking we send someone who we probably won't use in the next mission. Let's send Iron Man on that one. And then we'll speak to Carol. She still wants to chat.
If you got a minute, Hunter, I'd like to check in.
As I say, we haven't got time to do the next
Trust
mission.
your
We'll probably do a
analysis
general
of that
mission
gamma
next.
bullet is going smoothly.
It's going, but I'm
But if we get all the
not.
conversations done before I'm ready for tomorrow
I
morning
was
stream,
this
just
close to getting
go straight
Faustus
into a
to spill
fight.
his guts. This close. Then friggin' poof! Crossbones turns his ass to ash with his magic bullet. Our forces are strained enough trying to keep up with Hydra. We could have used his intel.
Faustus would never have talked with Fallon. Crossbones gave him a gift. I don't think he would have talked.
Faustus got the ending he deserved. Besides, I do not believe he would have confessed to anything that would have helped us.
Well, I would have at least
We
liked
lost
to
the
get a
friendship
chance
level
to
with her because of
interrogate
that.
I had been waiting so
That's
long.
the thing.
to
Your
get some
answers may
one-on-one
sound right to you,
skull-pounding
but
time
to
with
the other
him.
characters, it's going
What
to
a
change how
waste.
they look at you. It's
Speaking
quite an
of
interesting
crushing
dynamic.
Hydra skulls, I'm pretty sure Caretaker is
Obviously, you
waiting
could
for
worry
at the
about how
table
they
with another
think and
mission.
what they're going to want you to
Let me know
say,
if you
but
want
I
me to
don't think
join
that's
on whatever errand she
particularly a
sends
good
you
way
on.
of doing it.
I could use some demon pounding time. Release some of the pent-up aggression I was saving for Faustus.
I will let you know, Captain.
Carol. Call me Carol.
Okay. So Blade wants to talk to us as well. Let's talk to Blade. We also need to talk to him about the party.
Blade, can we speak in private?
Is it about the chore wheel? Because I'm not swapping.
No, it is not about
I think this is about the party, so that will
Good.
get that done.
Everyone knows how I feel about dish duty.
Nico needs help prepping for a magic surprise party.
No. Hell no.
I thought you were close with magic.
I am. That's why I won't do it. I told Nico, and I'll tell you. Magic skims the last chapter of a mystery before starting the book. The woman does not like surprises.
Ah. Why doesn't she like surprises?
Do you know why she dislikes surprises?
Does she need a reason? That's how she is.
This party might not be a good idea. Should I warn her?
It sounds like she would want to know about the party.
Might not go over well with Nico, but Magic would appreciate it.
Oh wow, we've got to make that decision. So if we tell Magic about the party, we'll probably lose some friendship with Nico. If we don't, we may lose some friendship with Magic when the party happens.
Is there anyone else who could help prep for the party?
Outside the Midnight Suns, that Parker kid has way too much energy. May as well put it to good use.
Thanks, Blade.
For what? Kid's annoying. You'd be doing me a favor by keeping him off my back.
Blade's kind of in charge of all the
Vampires
kids.
need sunblock? Can your fangs drain a cream-filled cake? If we bite each other, would we have the same powers?
But he's also annoyed.
He gets
annoyed with them quite easily. Especially if Peter Parker doesn't stop talking. Right, we're now going to speak to Peter about the party.
Do you have time to speak in private?
I don't know what to do about the party, Magic. I don't know who to annoy.
No. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I panicked. Sure. Let's talk.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
Really? She asked for me?
Not directly.
Her hands are full, so I am delegating.
Sure. I'm the new guy. I get it. How can I pitch in?
She needs help decorating the party room.
Brackley's out streaming himself at the minute, Dennis. He's on streaming on Twitch.
I am so in.
So I think he's streaming himself currently. That's what he last said. So he won't be able to moderate someone else if he's streaming himself. So Nico needs talking to, Magic needs talking to. We are out of time though, and I'm guessing that's just about the party. It's quite amusing, some of the little anecdotes and little parts you've got to talk to people about. And it is very age related, I would say. The Superlink kind of seems a bit redundant. I don't see the point of reading through all the messages. The only ones that seem urgent and we should look at is the messages themselves, these ones. The actual timeline seems a bit silly, to be fair. That's just how it comes across to me anyway. Right, we are out of time today, I'm afraid. We are set up ready for tomorrow morning when we're next live with Midnight Suns. We've got a couple of conversations to have and then we'll be straight into a general mission. And then from there we'll move on, hopefully, to a main story mission afterwards. I think we're getting the hang of things. The big thing I'm finding is you have to do everything each day. So it's like we did with Gotham Knights. You did as much as you could in one patrol to make sure you've cleared everything and to make sure you get the maximum reward from one evening. And this is pretty much the same. An in-game day, you have the morning period, you do a mission, then you have an evening period. And in them periods, before and after mission, you need to kind of make sure you do as much as possible to gain as much as possible, upgrade-wise and rewards. And that's the thing that's really interesting, I find. You've just got to make sure you're a completionist, I think, in a way. The speed of the game itself is very slow, and I think that will annoy people, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I hope you guys are as well. It is very XCOM based, but with a bit of a card battling system. I like the characters and the name drops. I think that's quite interesting, and I'm still waiting to see what other characters we're going to see. I know you need someone who can mod your Discord. You've wanted that for a while. I don't know who to suggest, to be fair, or who's got the time. The problem is, someone to mod Discord 24/7 is going to be very hard to come by, especially when you don't pay them. Why don't you mod your own Discord? That's what I do with mine, though. I know there's mods on there, but I do keep an eye on it myself as well. So if there's any issues, I can deal with them. And it's the same as in stream, Dennis. You don't need someone to do it for you when you can do it yourself. That's the thing. Yes, we have mods and things, but I can do it myself as well. I don't know what his channel is on Twitch. I'm assuming it's Brackley, but I don't know. But that is it for this morning. Thank you all very much for joining us. We are back tomorrow morning with Midnight Suns. Tomorrow evening with God of War Ragnarok. That's the plan for this week. And then the last stream of the week will be Saturday evening with The Witcher for a relaxed playthrough. That is the plan. But have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. And thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying the story side of it. I do think it's a little bit slow for some people. But I'm not surprised by that. And we're just over a week away from Hogwarts Legacy as we're streaming it on release, so look out for that in a week, just over a week's time as well. Thank you for watching, have a good one, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.